Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we here. It's time for the eye test. Welcome to everyone who has taken time out of their night tonight, who will take time out of their night tonight. Welcome to all of you. Glad you guys are able to come in. I'm getting ready to post the link up. So that you guys can come on in. Uh-oh. Sit up here doing too much. My doggone music stop. Don't stop music. Don't stop music. There we go. See, we have some people who have texted it in already. Still dirty. Coming in. That's Winston. Cool CC. Glad you guys have come on in. I'm gonna start my music one more time. I don't know why my phone decided he want to just want to go on hiatus like that and just don't want to play no music. Tell you. And Mr. Wallace Smith, sir, good to see you. And our administrator, underground administrator, Mr. Keeley Stinson. He's in here waiting for everybody to come on in and to see. There they go, man. I set my phone to keep on hitting and the beep, booping and bopping. That's what we need. I don't want you guys to forget that theme because we are going to discuss some things tonight. And since we were off the air for a couple of weeks due to me getting some employment, I wasn't able to come and be with you guys, and I really hate that because I want to make sure that we are reliable, dependable, just like Fox 5 News. That we are
Yes,
here.
sir. Look at that, the
And
whole admin team there.
yeah. I mean, oh goodness, it's a gathering. It's a gathering. Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening to y'all. What's happening?
Long see no time.
Long time no see. What's going
Hey
on,
man,
fella?
and let me say, you know, for myself, definitely, I really miss talking with you guys on this Wednesday night thing that we call the eye test, because if we don't talk, business don't get handled. Cause there are a lot of folk that get on here and won't handle no business. Yeah. Airplane fell out of the sky on a man's house. Okay, all right. Well, I hope you're all right, and then they move on to something else. But one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get down to the nitty and the gritty, peel apart the layers, and get to the crux of the matter, whatever that matter may be. How y'all doing?
Happening, man. What's happening? I'm out here trying to beat the heat, man. This the heat wave. This junk getting crazy up in Virginia, man. I ain't never seen that like it. I ain't never
Yeah, I
seen nothing
heard
like
y'all, man. Look here, y'all got a dome so tough over y'all, the storm don't even want to come by there.
it. The storm said that and looked at it like, nah, I'm gonna take the detour.
Mm, and I tell you, yeah, we've been through that down here, and every time we get into a heat wave, there's a conversation that keeps starting about, Oh, they marked the north part of the Georgia border short. See, we're supposed to be getting part of the Tennessee River, and I don't know why y'all marked it short. And then when the rain falls, it goes away. Nobody says anything about it because supposedly the Civil War or something down there, they marked the border, and and they keep arguing about it, but they never want to settle it. But yeah, and it got deep down here, man. Doggone Chattahoochee, all of those cars that were down up under there came to the surface. They were beginning to see some stuff that they weren't supposed to be seeing. So,
Yeah,
hey,
it's tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tragic.
Yeah, a
Hey,
lot
what's
of
going
stuff.
on, chat? Y'all jumping. I appreciate y'all we all appreciate y'all being here with us tonight. It's been a long time, but we here, we back, better than ever, steady cooking like grandma gumbo. What's that?
Yep, we up in here, and this is the admin team for the eye test, and want to
There he
welcome
is.
in
Yeah, the birthday boy.
the man who has made another orbit around the sun.
Yes, sir.
Ron Thomas then went around the sun one more again. Now,
Happy birthday, Buck.
yes, sir. Keep running that same play, Ron, till you get it right. Keep running that same play.
Yeah, it's working.
That's
Keep going.
that's
How
what.
y'all been doing?
Hey man, we all right, and see, that's what I tell people on these birthdays and stuff. See, I stopped counting once I got over 35. I just stopped counting, man, because
Wow.
they started coming too doggone quick.
Man, time do speed up, don't it?
Man, look at here. See, us old folk now. After Tuesday, it's just like you fall off a cliff for the week.
Wow.
Man, it'll be next Sunday just like that. Especially when you're not working or anything, you're getting up and oh boy, I need a steady job. I need a steady job where I can get up and count the days and cuss at a boss and stick it to the man. But the thing is, when you are the man, how the world you gonna stick it to anybody?
What?
Got a point.
I have no one to antagonize. Now, Wallace Smith has made a comment, and we're going to start off with that particular comment about training camp is around the corner. Now,
let's get this started.
Yeah. Now, oh boy, I wish that training camp this year was as it was last year, where we could get together and go out there, and and you guys at how many of you got Ron? You ever been to Falcons camp?
Many times.
Many times. Okay. What about you, Keely?
Couple out at Flower Branch, but I know they're doing it at a high school this time, ain't it?
Yeah.
They
Well, the
got an
open
open
dates.
one.
Yeah, the open
one
dates
at
are
a
going
high
to be at
school.
a high school and one at the Dome, right, Winston?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, it's one at the Dome and
$5.
one at a high school.
It's
Yeah.
$5
And
a
those
pop
are the
for
only
the.
two open jump.
Wow.
Yeah, they got it at $5 a pop for the one in the Dome.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Okay. And see the thing, man, and for those in the chat who never been, you have one of the best, prettiest training camps in the National Football League that's owned by the team. Because see, a lot of people.
I've never been.
Yeah.
Never?
Hey, Winston, I was mad.
This year was gonna be my first time.
Yeah. See, that's what I was mad about, because
let me see. I started going to the Falcons training camp when I was 9 years old.
So what you done been there for 2 years? All right. Merry Christmas.
Wait, were they in Flowery Branch, Ron?
No, they were at the Georgia Dome. Man, I used to go to them.
Oh, so okay. I guess they were building Flowery Branch.
They were building the new one. But I went to the Georgia Dome one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think I'm trying to remember because they were building Flowery Branch. I think they had it at the Dome. Oh man, they were building Flowery Branch, and I remember one time they had it up in South Carolina, Furman University. They had
Mm-hmm.
one at Furman
Mm.
University for 1 year, and but what was that?
I was just saying, ew. Had to go all the way to South Carolina.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, hey,
man.
man,
Tragic.
hey, we was fans.
You wrong, Chili. You wrong.
Hey, man. And I remember Flowery Branch, not Flowery Branch, but Suwannee, the exit before 985.
Yeah.
They were right next to a McDonald's. Had a hill came off that McDonald's, and training camp was right there. And whenever we were playing a real tough opponent, they would close McDonald's or make it where it was sit down on the inside. They had the windows covered and all that type of stuff. You go in, get your food, and you get out. Matter of fact, I don't even did they have a drive through then? They might not have had a drive through.
They had a drive
Might
through at
not have had
training
a
camp.
drive through.
What
You
what
know, you had
what
to come, huh?
at training camp? They had a drive
Uh,
through at training camp. What the hell they
no, there was
serving?
a McDonald's next door.
Oh, I was about to say
There was a
what they serve?
McDonald's next
What they
door to
serving
training camp.
footballs in Jersey?
Yeah, hey man, I'm trying to think that they have I'm trying to think whether they had a drive through there or not, or whether you had to come inside, get your food, and then go back out. I don't even think they had a drive through.
Did they have air conditioning inside?
Um, yeah, they did have air conditioning, but it
Are
was
they
still hot. It was
are they
still hot.
working? Do you know why they're moving it to what is it, Buford High School? Are they working on the facilities or something?
Supposedly. So
Mm-hmm.
so the construction that they started last year during training camp, now all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden has gotten too dangerous to have people around. But
I'm
y'all
trying
have
to
a
figure out
whole
what they're doing because
they have a whole AC unit already out there.
Mm-hmm.
The construction, the heavy part of the construction is already done. Because they're not gonna bring that unit out there until they're ready to wrap it up. So I don't get it, but
so they
hold
because
on.
like from the couple times I've gone, it's tough for me because I don't want to go on the like the weekends when it's the most crowded. I always try to go like during the week, so I have to take a day off from work and then just drive up there. So that's been my challenge. But then
Mhm.
like it's pretty much I'm always on that hill under the little covering or whatever back there on
Mm-hmm.
that hill. And I don't see where like what the issue with because it's kind of open. I don't understand like what type of construction would interfere with that. Um,
Unless they were expanding from the building, because see, from what I understand, they're expanding also.
okay.
And you know the path that you would take coming down the driveway or coming in front of the building,
Hmm.
then coming to where the hill was.
Hmm.
See, the only thing that I can figure they've got to be expanding back toward that hill some type of way. That's the only thing I can figure out. Because right there at the end of the building, that's where Radio Row used to be, where all the radio stations they had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah they had all of the concession stands or whatever, and I guess that's what they're doing. But they said, like Winston said, they figured it was too dangerous for people to come up there. They didn't want to risk any lawsuits, all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
But
because people, I would say that's one thing I've never been to anybody else training camp, but they typically have a crowd even when we're bad or whatever. Like they will have
hmm
a crowd at Flowery Branch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
I've been to the Commanders training camp twice. I went to the one they got up in Ashburn, Virginia. They got a nice facility up there. When you pull up, they got the big bubble dome. You
hmm
go past that, there's like 4 football fields back there. When they split up, everybody going everywhere and kickers off there, and then they come back to the main field, do the team drills later on in the other jump. But then like we had built a facility out here in Richmond, and uh, when they were still the Redskins, they had taken commission the facility to have whole training camp there. So the whole
Mhm.
team came down here, and they did that for like 2 years. Then that thing went waylay, and then you ain't seeing them more. And then they went from Redskins to Commanders, and yeah, that was right.
Right. All right. Okay. Okay. Because, like I said, I think the 49ers go to Santa Clara or someplace. The whole theirs. Dallas.
They go out to California too, don't they?
Yeah, I think Dallas goes out there to California to
Hmm.
hold theirs. But, we have ours, close to town. And like I said, it's one of the best places in the building. However, best places in the NFL. However, I had heard that there was a survey that was done, and some of the players were complaining about things that we didn't have that other people had. So I'm thinking that that's what prompted them to do this construction to try to update the facilities or whatever. But now long time ago, when you could go straight through the building, um, right off to the left, as soon as you open the doors to the main building, that's where they had our NFC Championship trophy. That one that we won back in '98, and
Against Minnesota.
yeah, against Minnesota, and at Antonio, and
What's happening?
it had been up there so long, and that one little light had shined on it, it had burnt half of the doggone chrome off of it. And I said, man, we need to get about 2 or 3 more trophies to kind of, share that light so it's not so intense on that one NFC Championship trophy. Matter of fact, they changed the NFC Championship trophy um, between then and the one that we won in 2016. And the one in 2016 it's kind of underwhelming. It's
Yeah.
kind of underwhelming. What is it? George S. Hallis Trophy. But I've heard some things, or I'm hearing some things on 92.9 and various other outlets about um, Kirk Cousins' progression. That he's getting there, but he's not ready for prime time yet. And I I just don't like, and this is me personally. I just don't like the fact that everybody's saying that we are going to see no one but Penix in the preseason game. Now, I would me now this possibly will work out the same way that it will be, same way it was, excuse me, with Ritter, but for a different reason. Okay, physically unable to perform on the pup list versus the I've seen what you can do. That's it. I don't need to see no more. Okay. Now I would like to see Kirk Cousins out there. At least give me a drive. Give me one drive. Score me a touchdown. Come on out of there, son. And then you put the man in.
It sounds like if this is why I can't wait for training camp because that's when everyone is gonna have eyes for themselves. That's where at least even if we're not present, the radio stations, whatever, I'm pretty sure they will have access. But then if there's a limp, if there's anybody like all those training camp reports are gonna come out, and that's what I'm waiting on. Because it
Mm.
sounds like if he's not ready, it might be a situation where Kirk doesn't even touch the field until week 1 or week 2.
And then that's where that scenario that Winston was talking about comes up. Okay. Now, do you keep Penix out and put Heineke out there if he's still here? Because I still keep hearing rumbles that Heineke may not be here.
Like
But
you
if
got to
he
keep
is,
Heineke. I feel like you got to keep him if if Kirk isn't healthy by the end of training camp or by preseason, you have to because you're going to sit because you're not going to run any risk of him re-aggravating or re-injuring or extending the time that Kirk can come back. So if he's still somewhat injured or it's not a chance of or if it's a slim chance of him making week one, he's not going to play a down of preseason. So
Mm.
at that point, I mean, you have to keep Heineke because what Penny's going to play every snap of preseason.
Or they could bring somebody else in.
Yeah, that's true. Uh,
They
I,
bring
I, I,
somebody else in.
I doubt it because, like, I mean, like, the hardest thing, like, so you can keep three quarterbacks, one be emergency, and they wouldn't take a spot on the roster. All right, cool. But now you have to really look at the nitty gritty of it. Do you really want Penix sitting there playing all the preseason? Which I mean, you do want him to do that, but at the same time, who's gonna block for him? That's your biggest hurdle right there. Who's
Mm.
gonna
I,
block for
I
him?
I think preseason is going to be the Heineke show. That's the way I
Eh,
feel it's going to be.
I think so too.
Yeah, you're going to see. I feel like preseason is going to look like three quarters of Heineke and maybe a couple drives of Penix. I really do think that's what we're going to see. Um, unless Kirk is going to be healthy, and that's probably the reason why. I mean, you retain Heineke because he's part of that insurance policy.
Like I put it to you like this. I much rather trot Heineke out there in preseason and get him broken up
Yeah,
than let Penix go out there and he get broken up. Yeah, I mean you have to look at it because all right, I'm a southpaw. I am a southpaw by nature, straight up. I do everything with my left hand.
Grady on the other
E-
side.
e- See what I'm saying? Like everything is different because your blind side is your right side. There's no Matthews over there. So I mean, and then it's preseason. So then you gotta look at it. Who gonna be playing? They probably like Storm Norton and maybe Tyler Vrabel or the boy that we picked up from the USFL. Like I would much rather sit there and try out Heineke, let him get his rep, get in the groove, whoop de whoop, and if he get broke up, that's cool. Then I can figure out how to integrate Penix in there. But right now, he's a first round pick. That's an investment. I want to protect my investment at all costs.
Yeah. Plus that
Now,
that time, the process and all that, like everything's gonna be a step slower because he is on that learning curve. Everything's gonna be a step slower. And I don't like that the fact that he's gonna be a step slower learning and you got Caleb on the backside while you're a step slower.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The math
now,
ain't mathing.
now, do you see what Wallace is saying? Now, do we have? I didn't know we had four quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Paddock,
but in all actuality, I think we got five.
Oh,
I
we
think
do.
we have five. We have. I know we got Paddock. Paddock was like 6'1". Oh no, he might be like 5'11". He's on the shorter side.
Oh, geez, why in the world?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay,
around like Taylor Heineke height. But
okay.
I don't even know if we still have him. And then I think we picked up another quarterback. Matter of fact,
I mean, but don't we have to cut? Do we have
oh
to
yeah, I
cut
mean,
down before preseason?
no, you cut
I know,
down.
I know the final cut is after preseason, but I'm saying, but isn't there a cut before preseason?
No, the cut you tried out 90. Tried out 90. Go in the preseason, and then like after like the first
Yeah.
preseason game, you make a cut, and then you make another cut after the next one, and then you get down to your 53.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Now they said we only have four quarterbacks. Oh, but let me ask you guys something else. Penix being a southpaw, will that be a adjustment problem for the receivers? Because I have been hearing, and I remember hearing this about Michael Vick too. Ball spinning a different way
Yeah.
kind of affects how you catch this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you going from a righty in Heineke, excuse me, well, righty in Heineke and Cousins to a lefty in Penix. What y'all think about that?
I mean, the ball definitely spin different.
Yeah.
Cause like when, all right, so when you releasing right, the ball, well, all right, so it'd be spin around. So
So it's gonna spin
It'd be clockwise.
on
clockwise.
my way, it'll
Right
spin
is
this way, but on camera, it'll spin this way.
yeah.
If you releasing with the right hand.
Hmm.
So when you go left, the ball's going to spin that way.
So it's
So when with
clockwise for a righty, counterclockwise for a lefty.
for a lefty, yeah.
Okay.
So when it's spinning, you trying to catch it like a lot. You're supposed to catch the ball with your hand, right? All right. So when you're used to catching that ball and you use your hand and you usually feel for the laces of the ball and you get that into your left palm, instead of being in your left palm, it's gonna be in your right palm.
Hmm.
And
And
the
I
way
mean,
it
like, go ahead.
now I'm gonna say, and the way is when it comes up on you, instead of it fading away, it fades like pop
Hmm.
like that. So it's kind of like taking an inside fastball versus one on the corner. Like it comes in a little bit because it's spinning the opposite direction. Like when you catch it, it's almost like whoa, like that. Like you're trying to prevent it. It gives you
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Bobby,
feeling.
Bobby.
It like it pops up on you. It gives you that feeling because you're used to catching it like extending this way, like I'm like extending like that, like extending your hands as far as like how you want to catch it. But it
hmm.
feels like it's coming the opposite direction. So it feels like it's popped like that. That's my experience when I was in high school. Like it feels like it jumps up on you a little bit because it's spinning the opposite direction.
Okay.
Quickly.
Now and now I'm looking at what Antonio said. Well, I guess it's Drake London he's quoting. Said Drake says it's the receiver's job to catch the ball regardless of who throws it and no matter whether it's left or right handed.
Well, he also
And
Drake also said he has experience catching from a lefty though. I believe I
yeah,
heard Drake say that.
yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, that a lot of times was the problem with Roddy White and Michael Vick because it was coming fast and it was coming strange
Hmm.
versus a right-handed quarterback throwing it to him. Because
Can
Michael Vick,
you
I mean,
remember
it
when the
was just
ball
a
used to get there and pop up in the air?
yeah, yeah. Vic, once he whips that arm back and that wrist follows, oh, it's coming.
So the other
It,
thing about that though, as a receiver, you're taught to look it in, like it's a concentration thing. But when you're routine and you're doing stuff, say it's coming from a right-handed thrower, it's a matter of routine. You're just used to do it. Boom, you're not even thinking about it anymore because it's just muscle memory. You're just thinking about it. But when it's coming at a little bit of a different way, opposite, it requires for you to concentrate again. Like it's not
yeah.
routine anymore. You're used to doing it this way over and over, repetitions. You run the same route. You're used to catching it that way, and you're supposed to concentrate. You're supposed to technically look it in. You're supposed to ignore the guy that's bearing down on you and focus on that ball coming to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that difference is you have to do it again. You have to actually concentrate. If you're doing what you're supposed to concentrate on the ball, the transition isn't as hard. It's just that you become creatures of habit. Like that's the reason you scrimmage. That's the reason you practice so that you're not overthinking. You can move quick and it's routine. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a lot of times that issue right there.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
and oh, go ahead, Wes.
Oh no, I was saying most definitely. I
Oh, okay.
completely agree.
Yeah. So, ooh, that's another consideration that you have to have the blocking aspect, as you guys mentioned, as well as the passing and pass catching aspect of putting Cousins versus Penix, back to Cousins, back to Penix, that situation. Because thing is that that off on concentrate, don't need to concentrate,
Well, you
that
technically you should always concentrate with, you don't want to be thinking on the field. Like you want it to just be routine, like you just do it every single day.
yeah.
Like you don't even think about
Mhm. Because there was a test that somebody introduced to me a long time ago where they would have you hold your breath and say your ABCs as many times as you could say them, or think
it.
about it. Think about it as many times as you could think about it. I could get up to about six times within 30 seconds. So, just holding my breath. Some folk can hold their breath a minute or two and all that type of stuff. But the challenge was holding your breath and saying them backwards. 15 seconds.
Exactly.
15 seconds. Because you are using energy, mental energy, in concentrating. You're using mental energy in concentrating. Now you may not feel it, uh, just like now. You don't feel it thinking about this, thinking about that, whatever. But when you hold your breath and you got to concentrate, you're using energy. And you got to take that breath. You got to take that breath because see, man, I couldn't hold it, and I didn't make it through the first set of backwards alphabets. Didn't make it, you know. Uh, and let me see, what was this? Wallace Smith saying, I remember back in the day that Jerry Rice said that he had to get used to catching the ball directly from Steve Young because he threw left-handed, than he did from Montana that threw right-handed.
Yeah, and I think that's
It's a different ball. Like
yeah,
there's
it
no other
is.
way to slice it. It's a southpaw ball is entirely different than an orthodox ball. Point blank period. There's no getting around it. And
Yeah, and
then
it
you
and
got to
it's
think
gonna be
about
an adjustment.
every southpaw that you've seen in the league has had a live arm. Every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Big, Young, Penix, all of them have a live arm. That ball will get up on you very, very quickly. Point blank period.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a natural thing. So you got to that's see like that goes into like the details of team building because even though like all right, I'm securing the future at the same time like how do you implement it because they have to get used to cousin and his ball and now at the same time they got to get used to this left-handed quarterback too. Like it's a lot going on behind the scenes that people aren't really thinking about. It's a whole lot, and I don't know. I don't know. I hope for no injuries, no injuries, because I
Yeah,
I
cause
I can see a lot of tore
that could,
hands coming this
cause that
training
could,
camp.
yeah, cause that could go bad. So that could go bad. So if they haven't had enough repetitions with Penix, I'm pretty sure they haven't so far. But if there haven't been enough, and he has to all of a sudden come in, and he hasn't played a lot of reps, yeah, I can see that.
And he
Yeah,
started forcing the issue and really started slinging the ball, trying to beam it in there.
yeah, I
Man,
can see how that could
it
go
it it, it,
bad.
it'll be a Brett Favre situation where there's a bunch of broken fingers.
Yeah,
It'd be the exact same thing. It
Yeah.
like because Penix is floating right now between quarterback 2 or 3. they're not gonna get those type of reps with him that they really need to actually be fully comfortable with him because
Mm-hmm.
they trying to integrate Kirk Cousins because you can pay him top dollar to come in here and right the ship. They got a whole new offense that they're learning because majority players haven't played in the West Coast offense or anything of semblance to it. They got to learn that, and then hey, let me put a little bit more on top. I'm gonna draft another quarterback, and he's gonna be left-handed. Y'all figure it out. Y'all professionals. This is what we pay y'all the big bucks for. I mean, it's too much going on, man.
But just imagine a scenario like that where you did get reps with Penix in July, but you don't get serious reps again till October when he has to come in.
Right?
So even if you got accustomed to it in July, when you see it again in October, it ain't gonna be the same.
You ain't even
It's
thinking about it.
yeah, because you've and then we don't know how much catching up necessarily. Like I know that Kirk has been throwing, but we don't know like how much gonna have to be rushed when he's finally healthy. Um, I mean, I don't think that's gonna be a bad hurdle because he is throwing, but I don't know. It's a lot of things to look at. It's not necessarily smooth sailing. There's a lot of considerations before this season.
I mean, like, look. Let me throw this to you. Say they go into training camp and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We like the way Kirk progressing. We wanna protect him for the season. So we'll dial down his reps during training camp. We gonna go ahead and let Pennis get the rep. And now they turn around and go out there and get used to catching that southpaw ball. And then September roll around, Cousin back out there full bore. And now you gotta pretty much forget how to catch the southpaw ball to relearn how to catch Cousins ball because now it's live action.
Yeah.
These plays actually matter. Like, come on, like it's too much. It was too damn much. That's why I said long time ago, we should have never drafted Penny. Love him, love his game, but we should never drafted Penny.
If you see a drop pass where it looks like alligator arms, that's what it's gonna be. They're used to snatching it like that, and they make a mistake on the neck on somebody else's ball and do that. That if you see something like that,
You
that's a
already know what it
good
is.
yeah.
You
It's something
already
like
know
that
what it is.
because he's
Well,
prepping like the ball supposed to come this way, but it's spinning the opposite direction.
you've seen folk where quarterback put it in the worst possible place, right in his hand, and the hand cross up,
Mhm.
or
Get
it
in the
shoot
can,
off the top of the hand. I mean, it's
and it got into too fast.
yeah, yeah. Um, so my only solution to that is put them in front of the judge machine. They start dropping pads. Put them in front of the judge machine and crank that mug up to 10.
The jug machine spin clockwise.
Now, can they set it to go the other way?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Hmm.
I mean I'm
Yeah,
I
I'm pretty
figure
sure they got them that
you
do it.
could. I
Cause see
figure
now
you
it's
could,
it's
but
it's the tilt of the wheels, isn't it?
no, the wheel spin this way to shoot the
Okay, yeah,
ball.
but
But when
okay,
they shoot it out, it's going clockwise.
okay, but okay. Now imagine these are the wheels.
Mm,
Now
Yeah,
I
you
have
can change this.
seen now you seen the wheels tilted like this, and I mean the wheels are adjustable. I have to ask somebody about that because I think the wheels are adjustable to throw it
what
high.
what's the show y'all got that now? Steak and Shapiro or whatever.
Man, I ain't asking that Joe nothing. Man, I ain't asking state nothing. Man, yeah. I know everything about it. And shut the hell up. I don't want to hear you. And Winston, that's one thing that I with them jokers, State Superior and them. Now they already think they know everything. Now you ask somebody like that a question like that, oh, you'll never hear the end of it. You just never hear the end of it. But
Hey,
I'll
look,
find out. I'll find
when
out. That,
when I come down in a couple of weeks, let's call into the show and just go ape shit on 'em.
well, look, you might be able to get away with it, but they know my voice too well.
Oh, I'll start it off. You jump in.
They know my voice too doggone
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And see,
We,
yeah,
we,
John, okay, yeah, John, okay, yeah, and then try to talk over you. And then when we up against a break, why y'all always put me up against a commercial break, man? Why y'all do that?
yeah, we'll jump them. We'll jump them. I'll spark it off, and then you jump in.
Yeah, yeah, man, shoot. Oh man, I used to pull all kind of tricks. I disguise my voice, call in right behind each other, and all kind of stuff like that. And I mess around there and say something. John, that's you. You don't call up here for a week. Trying to doggone lie and fool folk. Shut up. All right, now, me hearing rumblings about that 18 game season coming up. And with the 18 game season, gonna be 2 bye weeks. And from what I'm hearing, they said the 2 bye weeks, everybody's gonna shut down. Bye week 1, everybody shut down. Then when the second bye week comes, everybody shuts down.
I don't like that.
That's why I'm about to ask
Um,
you, what you think?
I don't like it.
I mean, I don't know. To me personally, like if you playing 18 games, I like it. But it's all about. I mean, hell, it's like the 17 game season. It's all about when the bye weeks fall in. It's all about when
Mm-hmm.
the bye weeks fall in. Because like I don't want to have a bye week like week 2, and then the next bye week is like week 14. No, I don't want that because once you done got back on track in week 4, and if you cooking and you rolling, I don't want to stop that momentum. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had the best idea. If it does, well, it ain't no if. It's coming to a 18 game season. It's gonna happen somewhere within the next 3 years. It's definitely gonna happen. But um, he was like, let's have the bye week, have a regular bye week, and then after that, let's do like a break, like like NBA do, and had the Pro Bowl in the middle of the season rather than have it in the postseason, which makes sense. Let everybody be off, enjoy the Pro Bowl, chill, get itself back together, and then let's go into the stretch run. Like I love that idea. Um, outside of that, I don't see how I don't want that second bye to be a floating bye. I want it to be a standard bye.
A
Everybody
solid,
have
a
that.
solid bye.
Yeah, a bye where everybody have that bye at the same time. If we're gonna have a second bye, put the whole team. I mean, put the whole league at a standstill for a week, and then let them come back and let's go for the stretch run. That's the best way to do it. Everybody got to start back over.
So that would be in an 18 game season. What week would that be?
I
Oh man.
I I, I like the rotating by. If they did that twice, I'll be for it. Now, if you're gonna put like a halfway mark, try to do a Pro Bowl kind of thing, like how we have an All-Star game. If y'all gonna do that, then yeah, a standard buy. But I think they're gonna run into issues because people are gonna want their week off. And not it's kind of like how people skip out on the Major League Baseball All-Star game sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They got voted in, they're like, no, I'm good. Like I want this little weekend off with my family.
And I mean,
Um,
and that's cool.
I feel I I like the idea of the fact, and it kind of with them, they try to put football on, not like they don't concede nothing. They don't concede nothing to the NBA. They don't concede nothing to nobody. Like if they gonna take your Christmas games, they gonna take like if you got the Lakers and Celtics on Saturday, we don't care. We're gonna put our game on Saturday. Like they take everything and they take up their I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to take Wednesdays. Like
Oh, it's coming.
they-
It's
Oh, well,
coming.
so
we've
It's coming.
already seen now the NBA in their not the NBA anywhere in their new collective, new TV deals. They are going to have a prime time game, if not this year, but next year, every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
That's what
and
the
and
NBA said they're going to do.
and I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL be like, all right,
Right behind.
we're gonna alternate one of these games. So I don't see them just conceding an entire week because they seem so greedy as it is. Like
Yeah,
I put it like this. That's why I think they'll do how they have the bye week now. All right, two teams get a rest this week. Everybody else play like and rotate it like that. If they can find a way to have some type of mid-season thing and then keep the rest of them rotating like that,
Yeah, see,
I,
like that's what I was saying. All
yeah,
right, so
if they can
oh, go ahead,
figure
go
out
ahead.
to do some type of like you said a mid-year break like and have some type of like how they do the games and stuff like the kicking tic-tac-toe and all the kind of games that they do
Yeah,
at the Pro Bowl.
flag football, all that
Yeah,
simple stuff. But it should bring back that little the fastest man race. That used to be
yeah.
the shit back in the day. That and the bench press. But
Well,
it,
I
it,
and
football ain't football no more.
cause see, I'm and welcoming Red. You see, he over there.
Man, that
He done
man,
made it
that,
from
that motherfucker red that slid in before I could tell you, John, don't let him in the door. God
man.
damn it.
My finger was on the button, and then I had a stroke, and it just mashed it.
No, you in the rocking chair, you just rock forward when you should have been rocking back.
Yeah, that's my
I,
fault. Red,
Red, you ain't
what's going
watching your
on,
boy.
Red?
What's up, fellas? Y'all
What's up,
back?
Red,
Good
man?
to see y'all back.
Red, your boy
Yeah,
on
man.
TV. You not watching him?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
I got it on.
How many points has he scored tonight? Cause they was in his behind him and Sar.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, he scored, but if I was to take an educational guess, I'd say something that rhymes with hero and starts with Z.
He
Oh,
scored the first bucket of the game.
Last time I checked, he had 4, but that was a while ago.
He scored the first bucket of the game.
well,
Cooking,
Probably still at four,
cooking.
right?
well. One thing I tell
Hold
y'all,
on,
if
I'm
if
about to cut it
it,
off.
one thing I tell y'all, the Atlanta Hawks is the team to get
Oh
yourself
shit.
together on. If there's anything wrong with your team, play the Atlanta Hawks. We'll get it straightened out for you. You can try whatever play you want or whatever scheme you want. We'll help you out. We'll help
And
you
we
out.
sat our guy too.
Yeah, I think he's not going to play anymore. I don't think he's going to play anymore.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
It,
Like he hasn't done it. Like when you saw Wemby that second game, and he was just like looked like an alien out there blocking everybody's shot. Then he was like, all right, that's enough. Or when you saw Zion dunk like on everybody, it was like, all right, we've seen enough. I don't know if
yeah.
we've seen enough from him.
For
All
Well,
right,
me,
Ray beat me to it. He got 9. I just pulled it up, but Ray beat
the
me to it.
score 49-59, Hawks up 10 with
that won't last long.
Yeah.
4:27 left in the third.
You hit it first three tonight. Ooh.
That ain't gonna last long.
Ooh.
Don't even worry about that.
Cooking,
After going 0 for 15, Ray, that ain't nothing to celebrate.
cooking.
Well,
You
say,
gotta
hey,
you gotta
what did
start
Sar
somewhere.
do? You
You
saw what
gotta start
Sar
somewhere.
didn't do.
Oh
Here's what
no.
I would say about that. That man got 20 rebounds and like 10 blocks. I feel like he's gonna be straight. Like he's doing everything else. That first game he had like 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks, a steal. Like he was filling up the stat sheet doing everything else. He was like 2 for 5 from three. I was like, he's a 7 footer. By the time they put him in a legit offense, like he's going to get 10, 15 points just on
Woo!
transition and putback. So
What happened, Red?
Alley hoop. Hawks running on these boys. 12-2 run the Hawks on.
stop it, Bronny. Stop
Yeah,
them.
Oh
they
no,
are 13.
Bronner on the bench. See
Oh,
that? Bronner on the bench. Don't don't.
oh,
Shit getting hectic out there.
Yeah, well,
When they on the bench, Lakers probably got a chance now.
Bronner out there cooking, son. Think about it.
that man got nine
You
tonight,
got
man.
49 points. He got 9 out of the 49. Come on.
Ooh, that's
Come
making
on.
an impact. Good job,
That,
Bronny.
in all actuality, it is making an impact.
well, yeah, please don't hit me with the plus minus, cause see, I've been arguing about that stat skewing, really skewing what people are actually doing because uh, that's the first thing I hear. Well, he had a real the plus minus was against him. Well, if you put the man out there with a bunch of bums, then take him out and replace one of those bums with somebody that can shoot, doggone right, your plus minus gonna look better. Good
You
grief.
wanna know what his is?
No.
Plus,
Who?
to
Bronny?
me, plus or minus is the most accurate tracking metric there because it takes in effect everything that you're doing. It takes
Well, yeah.
into your defense, um,
Yeah, but
steals. It take
they not giving no NBA
cut.
contracts away on no plus minuses though.
Yeah, they do.
Well, the only thing now
Like
this
Kenneth Fareed literally got an NBA contract because of his plus and minus. He was trash on the court. He just
Get
did a
up for
whole bunch of
read.
Kenneth Fareed, Draymond Green, all them boys get NBA contracts because of plus minus. They're
Well,
not
we know
doing
well
we
nothing
now
know
you
extremely
Draymond.
dynamic, but they're making impact plays that help you win.
All right. So
Anybody else besides them two?
his plus minus is -14.
jeez.
Well, you're getting skint up. Ain't no getting around it. I try to look out for him, but damn it, Bronny.
So he got his 9 points,
But
but
he
his
got
plus
9 points,
minus,
and he hit his first three. Don't forget that part.
yeah,
You got to factor that in.
but
You
his
got to
plus
play better
minus
defense.
is -14.
Disgusting.
We factoring it all in when we say he still sucks.
No, he be
Oh,
all right. He be all right. It's still early. You got to think about it. I mean, hell, like look when Trey Young first got drafted, he was trash in summer league. He was trash in summer league,
kind of. He
and now
was,
and that. But you got to
Man,
think about it. Trey Young went fifth overall.
but here's the difference though.
He went
So
fifth overall.
Trey
Bronny went
Trey
what 55?
here, but
Trey
here's what
Young.
I'm. So
Go ahead, Keith.
Trey definitely was missing a lot of shots, but what I saw, which was obvious, he was rolling right past anybody, and he was getting his open shots. Like he got whatever shot he wanted, he just couldn't hit them, and he was quick and he could get anywhere he wanted on the court.
But
So
Bronny doing the same thing. He just spotting up and he's shooting his shot.
I
He
don't
just
know.
ain't got no confidence in his shot.
Well, well, one, I know Bronny ain't as quick as Trey is. That's like Trey on his first step. Trey is way quicker than Bronny. Um,
Bronny more athletic.
yeah, but I
You
don't
gotta
know if
get me.
Bronny. I don't know if Bronny can go get his own shot like Trey can. Like
No.
if Trey is at the top of the perimeter and Jimmy Butler is covering him 1-on-1, Trey can go get that one bucket. Like he can
Trey
go get
ain't
his
gonna
shot.
do shit against Jimmy Butler. Jimmy gonna shut his
Okay,
little ass down. He gonna
I'm
shut him down. Stop it.
I I'm telling you, Trey he's pretty shifty and he's pretty quick. I am not a Trey
Understandable.
fan. I am not a
Understandable.
Trey
Me
fan.
neither. Me neither. I think his game is exciting to watch, but
I am
it's not championship winning
Yeah,
gameplay.
I agree. But what I can't take away from him is he can go get an open shot. Like he's
Bron could too.
shifty. He I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I don't think
but
he can go create his
but
own shot.
look, and
Keep
to be honest,
it. Just soak this
that's the
to
problem.
another bronze sexual. Just can't
Hold on, man. Hey, look. One thing for sure, two things for certain. What we now gonna do is sit there and talk about holding a ball sack, bronze sexual, no sexual in the window with me. I don't talk like that. I don't play those type of games. Stop doing that. Stop doing that shit. Now, what I was saying is that um if you watch the game, if you watch the game, what they need to do and what the Laker coaching, this is where they failed me. They're not allowing him to bring the ball over the court. He's not allowed to initiate offense.
So
His
he can
job is
play
go.
point.
Yeah, he's a point. He's the shorter person out. He ain't number 6'1". But you tell him just go roll down the court like you're a shooting guard and go stand in the corner, and you may get into the action off a pin down
I'll
instead of
put it
sitting
like
there.
this.
Let
If
let
you
him
can
initiate.
if you can train him for that skill set, because right now, all right, so coming out of high school, he's a combo guard. And the reason he was a combo guard is because I feel this is my opinion that he's an undersized two. He's not big enough to be a two and at the next level, but that's his skill set. Like if you put him in a high school game, he's gonna
Choke.
look like not choke, but no, like he has more of a shooting guard skill set. Like if you put him in a high school
True.
game, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot for the perimeter. More of it. I don't want to say Ray Allen. That's too lofty. More like a Kerry Kittles maybe.
You
Um,
know what his
but
expectation
he's
should be
just
like a
undersized.
Patty Mills. A Patty
I can't
Mills would be
believe that.
great
I
for him.
can't believe he
But
grew up to be
he gotta
six
get his
one.
shot together.
Well, the other he's gonna have to improve his ball handling as well. He's to be like Patty Mills. I haven't seen Patty Mills get ripped that often. Like in terms of ball handling and protecting the ball. Now, Bronny can be that, and he would have to just train. But the other thing I would say about that, like, there's some killer guards in the league. Like, even at Kyrie at his age, like, I don't know if I feel comfortable putting Bronny in front of him. He's gonna like look like lunch meat to him to some of these guards.
I
No,
mean,
no.
but
Hello.
everybody look like lunch meat in front
But
of
I'm just,
to, Kevin.
I think Derek White come off the bench will sit there and look at Bronny like it's food. Like these guys at that point are really really good and really shifty and really good ball handlers. So
I
we'll
think
see because
all of
that's
them
who he's
is.
gonna have to guard anyway because of his size. That's who he's gonna have to
Mhm.
guard.
He gonna
Um,
have to say the one.
Now,
we'll
Like
see.
right now, Ja will cook him. Ja will cook him. Drew
Yeah,
Holiday will cook him. Um, Trey
Everybody
De'Aaron
was
Fo-
cooking.
Trey will cook him.
De'Aaron Fox
De'Aaron Fox
is
will
gonna kill him.
rotisserie.
Yeah.
That's rotisserie. I
Everybody
mean,
gonna cook them.
high end rotisserie. That's that $30 plate rotisserie. Like, yeah, that's gonna get bad.
The queen
Steph
will set
Curry,
this fool
Lord.
up, man. He finna get cooked by everybody.
That's what I'm
now,
saying.
I mean, like
That's a lot of good
has
guards in the
he
league.
has the ability.
Steph will cook him. He's
He
35.
just got to develop the ability. He has the potential. He just got to develop the ability.
I would say that
And
his best path, like you said, his best path to actually make it in the NBA would be to develop as a point guard.
yeah,
However, I just don't. I can't see it. He looks like an undersized two, and I
Yep.
think him being an undersized two is one of them things where it's kind of like where you you just too short. It's just like you're caught in between. You're just
you know
too short.
you know what
I can't
who
believe
he should
LeBron's son
model
didn't
his
have more
game
height.
over. Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly will be the best way for him to model his game.
Him or
Tenacious
Marcus
on
Smart.
defense.
Him or
Yeah,
Marcus Smart.
tenacious
Patrick Beverly,
defense.
who went to play in Italy today.
Quality shot.
Yeah,
And
that's right. Patrick Beverly in Italy.
But he
yeah,
said he caught an
he just
offer
said,
though. He just caught an offer that was too
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He couldn't
my
refuse
body.
that.
So he just
He
took it.
couldn't refuse that one.
But they
He couldn't
about the
refuse.
What
same
up,
height.
Patty?
See, like Patrick Beverly, Marcus Smart, Bronner, they all about the same height. I
So
think Marcus Smart is like 6'2". Patrick Beverly is like 6 foot. Bronner like six and some change, 6'1".
5'11".
Patrick Beverly just plays bigger than what he is. He just got a presence to himself. But he's small.
the only thing that's dangerous about the
Mhm.
Marcus Smart thing is that, like, if you remember him at Oklahoma State, like
Mm-hmm.
he was the number one scorer. Like that boy was putting up 20,
Yeah,
25 whenever he wanted to at Oklahoma
easily.
State. Like the
Yeah,
boy
I
was
remember that.
hooping. He was just small. Like
Mhm.
he's basically just an undersized two, just like how Bronny is basically undersized two. He was a two guard. He just wasn't tall. Um, but in the league, he made that transition. It's just that he's a much better scorer than Bronny could ever dream of. Like Marcus Smart at Oklahoma State was killing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I remember that. That's why I'm
Now I'm
surprised
on
when he got
now.
into the league, he always turned into a defensive stopper instead of doing what he was doing at OK
Well,
State.
yeah, that's what he had to do to make it in the league because he wasn't going
Yeah.
to be a true point guard because he's really a combo guard. Like he wasn't gonna be that guy that like a Kyrie blowing by people to get into the lane and dishing it off. Like
Uh,
he just wasn't that fast. That's not him. And that's my
yeah.
thing with Bronny. Like these other point guards are so quick. Like
Hmm.
Trey will take off on him.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not a Trey fan. Derek White will take off on him. Like
Yeah.
these other point guards, they're not gonna sit there and wait for you to just get your arms out, get in a stance and slap the floor. No, they just gonna take off on you. Like they just
Es-
gonna run by you.
Especially being LaQueen's son, you know they gonna look to take off on his ass.
Like they're just gonna take off up the floor and you just gonna have to
Lakers,
run with them.
Lakers down by 6 now.
Now let's get back to this Trey Young conversation, cause see now,
Bro,
you know, I ain't get a chance to say nothing. I ain't get a chance to say nothing while y'all talk about it like y'all talk about it.
I don't want to be confused as a Trey fan though.
We
Well,
got you,
well,
Cleveland. You're not a Trae Young fan.
Okay, just want the record to reflect that.
okay. Now we got it.
Got it. No Trae
My
Young.
problem, and has been my problem with the Hawks. You already know that when you got someone that small, 6 foot, 160 freaking pounds, you were going to have to put things around him to cover him on defense. You didn't do it. Okay. Then on offense, you're scoring coming from the point guard spot. All
That's
of
it.
it.
Yeah, that's it. All of it.
All of your scoring is coming from the point guard spot. So if you shut down Trey Young, there's nobody else that is going to
Ooh.
score for you. Now you did have some relief when you had Lou Williams, when you had Gallo, and I hate to say Kevin Hurt. Oh man, something nasty. Yeah.
He did okay. He did okay doing the run.
But thing is, okay, during the run, 120-something point game against Philadelphia, game 7, backed up against the wall.
Hey,
You
he
can
got it
lose
when
this,
we
you don't.
needed it though. He got it when we
One
needed it.
game. Now I thought, like Winston be saying, that unlocked him. I thought that unlocked him.
Yeah.
But you never saw another game like that from him again.
Nah.
And I mean, and the thing about Trey Young that everybody has got to give, you got to give the devil his due, whether you like him or whether you don't, whether you're a fan or whether you're not. He will set these jokers up. He'll drag his team, the other team, and 50 people out the stands to the basket and then find some type of way to find that good for nothing Bogey or Kevin Herter over there in the corner by them damn selves like a third grader in the corner with the dunce cap on. All you
Right.
got to do
That,
is
that's
make the damn
that's
shot.
Winston in the third grade.
Yeah, man,
All you got to do is make the
I was in
shot,
the
man.
gifted and talented class in the third grade.
Okay.
But that's the thing that used to kill me. Bogey and Herter in the corner by themselves, clink, clink, clunk. They throw up enough bricks to build a 3-bedroom brick split level. And y'all supposed to be professional. Man, that's the thing.
You said they could build,
paying these
bankhead courts. They could build bankhead courts with all them
that
bricks.
man. Shoot.
Live
I
by the
mean,
three,
come
die
on,
by the
man.
three. Live by the three, die by the three. I just don't think that's an effective way to play basketball. Like you can't have your best player being the point guard and you just gonna get by on shooting threes. Like
Yeah.
the thing about LeBron
We got a
is
Hawk
that
down.
he's a 3-level scorer. So
Who that down, Red?
somebody who wasn't gonna even make the team.
Yeah. So somebody's gonna be working with me at UPS soon.
He's gonna be on the College Park team.
Shit.
Man, Lakers down by 3 now. So Hawks about to choke this one away.
I told you it don't last long. It don't last long. But
it was good while it lasted, though.
But this is the thing about the Hawks this year. All right, you cut out 20. Say what? Say what was?
No, I was trying to see who was down.
Yeah, well, they went to
I forgot his
commercial.
name.
So
He's the point guard. I forgot his name.
Somebody named Joyner, I think. Last name Joyner.
He started.
Oh yeah, that's that
game.
point. That's the point guard that's playing.
Maybe Joyner, but his joint looked fucked up.
Yeah, he waxing the floor now.
He ain't down there with his ankle stuck out now like that.
I don't want to see. Man, I do not want to see nothing like that. You remember that? You remember that dude that jumped out of bounds to save a ball, and the Joker broke his leg and the bone was sticking. Oh shit!
You remember Paul George hurt himself?
Yeah. I couldn't even look at it. That
was the roughest. Matter of fact, that and who was we playing?
Dak Prescott played it real too.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's exactly what it was. Dak Prescott when we played him. And he said it tore his ankle up, running a sweep to the left. I never forget it.
I never seen an ankle. That ankle was completely tore. It was like completely turned the other way.
Yeah.
That ankle had left and went on vacation. His body was still there.
I thought Dak was done. I didn't think he'd play again when I saw that.
Bro,
but man,
I thought the same thing too.
Hey, a long time ago,
you remember that Nick Chubb injury last year?
Yeah, that was bad. Todd Gurley back in UGA.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was a rough one.
Mm-hmm. And see, look now, Red. Now, see that kind of basketball. That's that damn longest yard basketball right there. He's joking, man. And they get 10 fouls.
God, that's all they're doing is shooting threes. Man, nobody got a mid-range game at all.
They ain't got nothing. And see, that's why. See, I look at it, but I don't pay it no attention.
I got to catch up with y'all because y'all game is streaming faster than mine. But I mean, it is Atlanta playing.
Okay. Well, the thing is, now, see, Winston, sometimes it just depends on who your cable provider or satellite provider is, because see, you can go to commercial and then I'll fall behind you.
Yeah, see, like right now, the commercial is 2K25.
It's 450 on the clock right now.
Back on.
It's
see what I'm saying?
But 447 now on the clock.
Because y'all in Atlanta and Atlanta is playing, it's gonna stream faster.
No, it's out in LA.
It's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas. It's in Vegas.
It's still a
Vegas. But see, hey, watch the next commercial, we gonna be done fell behind you. I'm telling
Mm, mm.
you, we'll fall behind you, and depending upon because you're looking at it on ESPN, right, Winston? Or you
Yeah,
looking at NBA TV?
ESPN.
Oh, Bronny hit another brick, man. Come on, Bronny. That one your shot. 4 for 9, 1 for 4 from 3.
That one looked good though. I ain't gonna lie, that one did look good. It just hit the back iron.
He didn't shoot it with no confidence, though. He just grabbed it and said, "Man, I guess I can shoot it. Got to
Yeah,
shoot that thing with
Y'all a
confidence."
little bit ahead of me then. Well, at least Red is because he just shot it just now.
yeah. All right, so I'm ahead of you because uh
Go again. Come
y'all
on,
is
Good,
bro.
in that
tied
two.
up,
Woo! Okay, okay.
tied up.
Tie game. Bronny with the
Get
clutch
that ball
three.
out.
What I'm
Flick out.
Oh,
talking
he
about.
hit. Oh, Bronny hit it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
12
Bronny.
points. Yeah.
Yep, that's Bronny.
Hey, hold on,
I
hold on, hold
told you,
on, hold
man.
on, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna let you know once Bronny hit it. Bronny just shot it. Bronny just hit it. That's how far
Flick out.
behind.
All right, so the ball back on the other side of the court on mine. They got 11 seconds, 9 seconds left on the play clock. What the hell is Buddy doing? You better get in your action.
I see those type of shots that'll help us out in the regular season.
That's
That was
that's all Bronny's supposed to do. Go
yeah. If
spot
he
up in the
if he can
corner
do that,
and knock it
if he
down.
can do that and play defense, that'll help us out.
See
That's
what I'm
all I
saying?
need him to do. Just play,
He,
shoot,
Oh,
and
so
play
we
defense.
had a technical foul.
if you remember
He
when
just shot
Kawhi
a
first
tech.
got in the league, all Kawhi did was sit there and play defense and hit down three. That's all he did. He couldn't shoot. He had
Now
no
see,
actual handle. He
you
couldn't
trying
do
to
nothing.
compare him to proven players. I don't think we need to compare him to
No,
anybody
he
right now.
Kawhi developed his game to be an all around player. Kawhi couldn't shoot for shit when he first came in the league.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember. I remember. That's right. That's right.
There you go, Bronny. Get up in the chat.
He
Well,
gonna start feeling himself now. Watch. I bet
Yeah,
he finna start shooting a few of them now when he go back
But
on the side.
that's
go
good
shoot it.
though.
Yeah, go shoot it.
That's I mean
Don't be
that's
scared.
what
Shoot
makes
that motherfucker.
that's the difference between a lot of players is just pure confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Get open, boy. Come on. Come on. That right. Oh, ball in his hand again. Bernie finna take them boy to the hole. What? Oh. Oh, we got the putback though.
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
ahead
I
of me.
don't even now. Okay, LA in the lead now. Here we go.
There we go.
2:47 left.
Bernie
There
trying
we
to take
go.
over the game himself.
It's
And that's what you
choking
want.
time.
Y'all kept saying, "Hey, Bronny, show me something." Now he's actually attacking. That's what he's supposed to be doing.
See, he
Let's see
knew
what
that
this game. We'll
he
see.
knew
We'll
Buddy
see.
was gonna be short on that shot.
The one thing I want to see is
Oh
Bronny
God.
actually go left. I want to actually see that. Cause
Yeah, I
that's
haven't seen that yet. I mean, he used to back in high school and shit. He got bop with both hands, but I haven't seen that yet in the summer league.
Well, now let me ask y'all this.
They run the same play for him. It's always a pin down,
Let me ask y'all this. Now, he's 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
His
supposedly
dad is 6'8", 6'9".
6'9".
He been hanging around his daddy too much trying to learn how to play ball because he can't do
What daddy do?
what dad do.
He
nah
can't do
daddy.
what Bryce do.
Yeah, daddy too big.
He can't do what Bryce do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
Bryce the
younger.
one. Bryce is the one. Out of the two boys, Bryce is the one. I'm telling you, when Bryce get to
But
the league, he gonna
Don't
be
tell
an issue.
Bernie that.
here's the thing that's funny about it. I think Bronny wants it more, but Bryce just has the talent. He has the
Yeah,
size.
and the size and the height. It it
Yeah.
it it'll
And
be like I'm not gonna sit there and say that
and it gonna
Bryce
be
will
an accountable.
ever get up to like a Steph Curry level. Nah, he'll never get up. Well, I don't know. He might, but
No,
9 times out
he
of
won't.
10, he probably won't. But it would be like a Steph and Steph Curry situation between them two, and Bryce would be Steph. Like that's gonna be their difference. Or like the
You could
Morris twins, and what is it? Marcus Moore is better than Marquise.
Mm.
Boy, you got a lot of
Or
comparisons.
or the Griffin twin. Cause y'all remember Blake Griffin got a twin. And he made it, and then you ain't never heard nothing from him.
No, I didn't know he had no twin.
Yeah, he got a twin. They used to
Yeah,
play
man.
together back in Oklahoma.
Hmm.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
got a
didn't know
twin.
that.
They about the same height. Blake just jump out the gym.
Come on, son. Red, did you see that?
Yeah, I'm watching.
This joker.
And then he laughing about it too. A typical Hawks player. Mess up and start laughing.
Hold on. All right, so the game on for y'all? I'm
Yeah,
in
it's back
commercial.
on.
Damn. I'm sitting on
Hey,
my
hey,
phone.
hey,
I want to say
when
that.
you come back from commercial, I want you to watch this free throw this young and shoot.
It's all right. If you can't hit the free throws, I know exactly where you're gonna go.
Yeah, gonna be with me.
All right, so do
Well,
the Lakers got the ball for y'all right now? It's 8-1, 8-1.
Yeah.
Now it's
Lakers,
83-81 now.
Oh,
Lakers
I
up
got
by 2.
81, 81.
All right, all right. All right. So Lakers just scored,
Me and
and
John,
I think they're
me and
going to the
John on the same stream.
All right, so y'all got the Lakers going to the foul line right now.
No. Or do we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Lakers on the foul
we
line.
do.
Yeah.
We do.
So
What's
Where
the
my
game
boy?
clock?
Where
What's the
my,
game
where
clock,
my boy?
Wilson?
Where my
221?
boy Dawson
no,
connect at? He
this
can
this
play
just
tonight.
showing the score. All right, it's
Oh,
2:21. He just shot the foul shot and knocked it down. It's
okay.
84, 81, 220.
Well, we
Yeah,
10
Lakers
seconds
up by
ahead
2.
of you. We 10 seconds ahead of you.
I'm behind all y'all because he just hit the free throw just now.
These
84,
joker
81.
Yeah,
can't.
all right. He just hit the free throw like 2 seconds ago for me.
Boy, these joker couldn't shoot drugs
All
with the
right, Bernie,
school.
get to your spot, baby. It's on you now. I want my 55th
Good
pick win in
defense.
this game. Get to your spot, Bernie. That
Bring
ain't
the
your
ball on the
spot.
court. Why you
Well, it
keep
don't matter.
goddamn getting off ball? That makes no sense. You too small for that.
You doing all right?
And then you
Back to
sitting
the
around
foul line.
like he's
Now
sitting
look.
around
I'm gonna be on his ass, but I'm gonna give him a lot of leeway. But I'm gonna be on his ass though. But I got
it
it because
it it,
we drafted him, so we a true Laker.
it makes no sense. If you're the shortest person on the court, why are you standing out there hovering around the 3-point line and standing still? It's hard for you to be seen. You need to move. Point blank period. You gotta move.
He like, man,
That's how
I'm
Steph gets
standing.
his point.
He's standing in the corner to
Yeah,
hit the clutch
yeah.
shot.
That's exactly how Steph get his point. He continuously move.
He
He just run
perpetual
you
motion.
ragged.
Just
He run
perpetual
you
motion.
ragged, and
Ronnie
then
don't play
somehow
like Steph
find him.
does.
Hey, once and see that's why I said has he been hanging around his daddy too much? That's why I
Well,
said because see the
Yeah,
thing is if you're that short or that small, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving, and
you gotta be a
got to be in
jitterbug.
real good shape to do that too. You got to be in real good shape to do that.
But I mean, you gotta think about it too, though. Like you can't act like the man didn't just have a heart attack. Like what, a year ago?
Ronnie, get that rebound.
Too late. Somebody else got it.
Ah. All right, we still
That's
leading by
some.
3. Oh,
We just cut it to 1.
Oh yeah,
Hawks,
yeah. I
y'all
would
better
have.
play like this during the regular season now. Uh-huh.
Those aren't the Hawks out there.
Yeah, you're right. If I
Those are
don't see
not
the
the
Rick, if
Hawks
I don't
out
see,
there.
okay,
Cause see,
Yeah.
it'll be 125, 110
yeah,
with
I want
no
to see that
defense.
rookie pretty good.
Cause see, I was telling them, I said, now, I'm telling the people on the dais and We Talk Hawks, a lot of our defense is going to come from size.
Yeah,
It's going
that
to come
Trey
from the
ain't got it
side.
done.
Good. Wait, whoa. My TV jumped.
There we go.
Lord, these boys ain't got no handles with the ball. They just
No.
looking clumsy. I don't know what out there.
Well, Red, it's just like putting your hand in a weed eater. They slapping and popping and ain't nobody calling nothing.
That
I
nigga
know.
just traveling and ain't saying nothing about it.
Refs just big. They got their whistles put up.
Yeah, the ref ain't calling nothing.
They're
And
trying to get
then
this over with.
Yeah.
Who is the young boy coaching the Hawks?
I don't know what that man's name is, but he don't need to have a job beyond the night.
I'd rather have him out there than Quinn Snyder.
Cause see, I want to see that other guy. Because we got Mo guy and we got another guy, and he's a legitimate 7-footer. He ain't all skin and bone. Cause see, everything you got out there right now ain't nothing but skin and bone.
Hold up, the Hawks got a 7-footer.
Yeah, they got a legitimate another. His name is Guy. I don't know. Is it marketing guy or molasses guy or something?
Get rid of Compeller then.
We hit a 3.
Hold on,
87, 86, 32 seconds.
Ugh.
And see,
Hey, y'all
All
way
right,
ahead of
Brandon,
me.
get out the way. We don't need you.
Brandon
got the ball.
got the ball.
Oh, he
Yeah,
gave it up. I
y'all
knew he was
y'all
gonna give it up.
way ahead of me.
Hold on, God, Lakers, you idiot! Brandon, D up, boy. D up, Brandon. That's your man.
Come on, Real. I mean, look, put a saddle on the man. You gonna ride him like that? You see how long it took for that lady to make a call?
Yeah, she was watching. She was like, "What? I'm watching. Oh, I forgot I'm a ref.
Hey, was she watching a porn flick or what? Calling the basketball game.
Hey, John. In her mind, these young kids are looking good. She forgot she was a ref.
With somebody else's hair on her head. Game over.
Who won?
Lakers.
Sound good to me. Do 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 do.
I got
Brandon
10
playing some
seconds
good
left in the
defense at
game.
the end.
You got
Okay.
12 seconds, 12.3.
What now? It's
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
No, it's
How the
over.
hell you ahead of me?
Let me go on and
It's
give
over
props
with.
to Brandon for getting his first win.
I
In the
got
clip.
all right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Split that.
Now look at now they showing the last 8 seconds. Man, look at that boy right there. Now look at this shot. Look at this shot.
Bronny James.
That point guard.
Did you
it was
see
the
that?
point
Did
guard
you see
fault.
that
He
shot?
waited too.
Keely,
Red.
did you see that last shot?
I'm watching
Remember
it
the
now.
name.
They're showing it now.
Now,
Remember the name. Bronny James.
Well, he passed it to that corner late.
He should have never passed it.
Like by the time he caught it, the light was already coming
Right
on.
there. Right there, he should have went to a floater. When he split that double team at the free throw line, he should have went into a floater. Should never pass it out. That's on him.
Yeah.
That's bad
These
situational
young
awareness.
kids, they got to know how much time they got.
He
That was
kicked
but
it out
see,
bad
for
but
that.
situational
when
awareness.
he split that double team, he was on his way to the basket. All
Yeah,
right,
that's
you
why
go
he should have
ahead and
went into the floater.
you go on ahead and try to finish that, and everybody else needs to crash the boat. But hey,
Miller
see.
Mills, what's happening, baby?
All right.
Miller-
Had to represent for my boy.
Now college football 25 is out. I didn't know it was out
I
yet.
think it came out
Oh yeah, it came
today
out.
or
It came out
yesterday.
Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Ahead of my
I
time.
hope they did better than Madden 24.
Man,
Cause
I
Madden
haven't played a
24.
video game. Matter of fact, the last video game I played was Madden 20. Was Madden 20 before I went in. That was the last video game I played.
I haven't touched a video game since 2010. It was 2010 or 2011. I had a PlayStation 3.
Damn, boy.
Oh,
Now I
yeah.
can't talk because before I
Hey
got back
Wallace,
into video games, it was a minute, but I finally got back into them a few years ago.
Oh,
Wallace, who is the other guy? There we have 2 guys. Gueyye. We have 2 of them.
Muhammad Gaye.
We got 2.
Guye.
Yeah, we got 2 guys. They're not related, but they both have the same name.
The hell?
I
Y'all don't
wasn't
laugh.
there.
Don't
I
laugh. Don't laugh
wasn't
at my
there.
latest
I
post,
don't
y'all. All
know.
right?
Hold on, hold
I
on.
had to give Bronny a little credit. I mean,
Is
I
they the
may not
same
be able to
height?
give him
Give or
credit
take?
again.
No, the other guy is 7 foot. Hold on. Let me
Mm-hmm.
eliminate all this right here.
Y'all finna start
Somewhere
the
along the
Wikipedia
line,
move now.
somewhere along the line, Papa was a Rolling Stone. I'm trying to tell you.
Papa
If one
was a
six
Rolling Stone.
Look,
one 6'11" and the other
Papa
one
was
7 foot,
a Rolling
and they got the
Stone.
same last name, think about the probability of that. Give them both a mouth swab and do it on ancestry.com.
I'm staying out their business.
I get in
I'm
their
staying
business,
out their
and then
business.
I tell them both, "Hey, look, you pay me $50,000, I keep my mouth closed. Hey, you pay me $50,000, I keep my mouth closed. I destroy the evidence. You ain't got to worry about it."
What in the world? Let me see. I'm gonna look this man up so I can doggone.
It,
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do some Italian food tonight.
what you know about some Italian food on Red?
And Cody Zeller, man, I think Cody Zeller gonna buy himself out.
Is he on the team? He on our team? I mean, he on the
Yeah,
Hawks?
yeah.
Yeah, I
He
think didn't you got
he
traded for him or
came.
something?
Yeah, he
Look
I
at him
got
talking
I gotta
about our
clarify
team.
sometime because I got two NBA teams.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I was about to
he on
say.
the
He talking
Hawks.
about our team.
How you got two NBA teams? Like that still haven't made sense to me. But
It doesn't.
Well, I don't never give up on the local team, but I can't have them as my number one team. Sorry.
I feel you on that.
Not
I
after
feel
that
you on
not
that.
after that
Not really.
Dominique trade.
Not really, but I understand what you're saying.
Look, if most Atlanta Hawks fans should have got a backup team after that trade.
I the part I don't understand is how you have a backup. Why not just switch? Like just have a team.
Hey, John.
Because I
mm,
still I still got love for the local Hawks, even though I
I don't
know
see another Gouye.
Key
because
I, I, I
You
want to
got
know the
Gouye
I
drop is
know he
6'11".
completed,
got him.
man, but
You
something
got
tell
I
me the
Cody
minute
know
I
he
see
Zeller
that
at
got him.
they'll actually
6'11".
draft somebody worthy.
Clint Capella 6'10". You got Nance. What the hell? Oh yeah, Nance is 6'8". Damn, I thought Nance was on taller than that. That's crazy.
And you
Yeah,
got to think
Double O is
the Hawks,
6'10".
the Lakers are way on the West
Yeah,
Coast. The Hawks way down
yeah.
south. They really don't play each other except for twice a year, so they don't really conflicted. They're not really conflicted for twice a year.
I got to be honest with you. Like y'all team is very poorly constructed.
Who?
The Hawks. I'm sitting there looking at it like the tallest person on your team is
Shoot,
Gouye. Gouye and Zeller at 6'11". Then you got a
they've been
bunch
poorly
of
poorly
six
constructed for
six eight
20
six
years.
eight six eight 6'8", 6'9",
I know
and
that's
then
what
your
we were
center
doing all during the
double O
2000s.
double O at power forward at 6'10". Clint Capella at they got Clint Capella listed as a power forward, but he's the center 6'10". Bruno Fernando 6'9" at center. Like this is terrible.
John, when you tell that man that Billy Knight loved him some 6'8" wings, and he drafted about 5 of them for 5 consecutive years.
Oh yeah, Billy Knight, man. Look, Billy Knight was gonna make the whole team between 6'8" and 6'9", and
Yeah,
none of them could shoot.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean,
Yeah, I
like
said,
I understand the purpose. I understand the premise of the 6'8", because if you're athletic enough, you're pretty much versatile enough to do everything at least from a 1 to 4 position. I get that. But if I'm gonna get a bunch of 6'8" players, all of y'all have to have different skill set. Y'all can't be the exact same player. I can't get 4 6'8" players that play the exact same
Yeah,
way.
well,
It
we
makes
we we
exactly
agree,
no sense.
dog. I wish
That make
Billy
no
Knight
sense.
thought that way. So we used to wonder
Un,
what the
un,
hell he
un,
was doing for the longest time.
unless all four of y'all just like super elite player, which you're not gonna end up having anyway. But hypothetically, unless they're all super elite players, like you got four LeBrons on the team, I can make some shake with that. I pretty much can make some shake with it. All I honestly would need is either a center or a shooting guard, and let the four LeBrons play everything up. It's one or two. Like, but none of these players, none of them are elite enough to elevate to that. That makes no sense. They are rotational pieces. You got
Yeah,
Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson, he should start.
well, no,
He should start
he
this
all
year.
right. He all
Yeah,
right,
that's
but
what
he
I
got
said.
to stay
He
healthy.
definitely should start. I like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like
Hey Wallace,
Dyson Daniel. I like his game.
hey
Look,
Wallace,
the Hawks
I
should have
found
traded
him.
Trey and
I
kept
found him. He,
Murray and built around Murray and Jalen Johnson. That would have been the
That's what I
move.
said. I would have traded. I
um,
would have, man. As soon as it
I
was
would have got
trade
whatever I
period
could
open,
for Trey. Yeah,
Trey ass would have been out the door. I'm
yeah,
sorry. There's no ifs and buts about it. I can't.
yeah,
I can't win with that short of a point guard being the focal piece of my team. I cannot win.
yeah.
Allen
I agree.
Iverson said that and went through the same thing, and Trey Young is nowhere close to an Allen Iverson.
Well, he tried to score
okay,
like him, but that's
Yeah,
now,
at the
it.
hey,
same time, he can't score consistently like Iverson used to do.
okay, now let me
He
address
tried,
Wallace
but
right
I
quick.
feel what you're saying.
Let me address Wallace right quick. Now, the
What
man's
Wallace
name is
saying?
Mokhtar Guy. He's 6'10". Muhammad Guy is 6'11", and both of them are 210 pounds. And let me see,
I told
Mokhtar
you.
Guy
I
was
told you,
born
Papa
in
was a Rolling Stone.
97. And yeah,
Who is John? Who is John guy?
Mokhtar Guy was born in 97, and Muhammad Guy was born in 2002. And we
Mm-hmm.
got a Nick Ongenda that's 6'11", a center, 230. And this is just a summer league roster. And now everything, okay, the smallest person we got is
Trey Young.
Keaton Wallace. Now this I'm talking about the summer league roster now. Keaton Wallace is 6'3", 185. But
Hey,
I
he
don't know
bigger than
whether you
Trey.
saw this other dude, EJ Liddell. This man 6'6", 242.
That's good
He
size.
was he was putting his shoulder in folk chest, and them jokers were leaving town.
That's that Draymond side. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much the exact side of Draymond.
And see, thing is,
And if he
and I
verse,
mean,
can
jokers
he
were
play?
bouncing off of him, and he was still going to the basket. You
Ain't no
know,
bowling ball.
yeah, yeah. But I think he got thrown in that trade. He got thrown in that trade along with
And
what's his name?
Zella, Cole Zella.
Yeah, Cody Zeller. He got thrown in that
Yeah,
trade.
and
I
I
did
would
not
take that.
realize we got all these folks.
I would take that. I would take that because what I would do, I would sit there and put him around those six eight, put out like a little NASCAR packet, and let him run like small forward. Let him run like small forward or power forward, and let him just body people up.
Cause see, he just like who was that played on the Bucks and went to the 76. I think he went to the 76ers. Man, what was his name? He played on the Bucks championship team.
What position he play?
Um, I want to say two.
Drew,
No,
Drew, no. Are you talking about the
no,
Like,
76 or the Celtics?
like Holiday went to
The
the Celtics.
Celtics.
no. I'm not talking about Holiday. I'm not talking about Holiday. He played either small forward.
What did it look like?
He Kind of my complexion.
You
Little.
talking about? You ain't talking about? Well, no, I don't think Tobias Harris played for him.
No. It wasn't Tobias
No,
Harris.
he
What is
left.
that man's name?
Danny Green.
Mm. Mm.
Not Danny. Well, not that. Hold
No,
Mm.
on.
Danny was on that team.
And you say he plays currently for the 76ers?
I think he does, but he was on. I got basketball reference right here. I look it up because he was on Milwaukee's championship roster, and he was beating folk up. That's all he was doing, just beating people up. What was that man's name?
I started to
Robert
say
Covington.
Bobby, but he's still on the team, so it ain't him.
I find it. I'm looking right now. Oh, man, my doggone memory ain't worth two fly dead squid.
You got me looking at the roster now.
Yeah, I'm on the 76ers, so
He may not be on the 76. I might have called that the wrong name, but I'm gonna look up the
You talking about?
Bucks.
You said you're a black guy, so I'm gonna say Pat
Yeah.
Cunningham.
I'm trying to see where was Robert Covington
You're not talking about PJ Tucker,
before.
is you? PJ
Yeah.
Tucker?
Yeah.
he's
Him.
in
Oh,
LA. He's in
good,
LA now.
Yeah,
good
he was the
old
Clippers
PJ.
now. But he was on the Sixers though. He got
Yeah,
traded when
yeah.
Harden came, or he got traded with Harden to the Clippers. But you're right, he was on the Sixers for a minute.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you talking about PJ Tucker, right?
Right.
Real
Yeah.
real physical guy. Play real
Real
Little
physical.
physical.
little stocky motherfucker
Now he
with the
he was
crazy shoe
six.
game.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 245.
Mm-hmm.
Back at that time, he's 6'5", 245. Yeah. And he was playing power forward. Now the reason why I didn't think about him being a power forward because he wasn't that tall. He wasn't that tall, but they would run him with power forward. And now Popeye was on that team. Giannis, Popeye, and I think Brooke Lopez was on that team. So they were doing kind of like what you were saying, once they run a little NASCAR package with
Mm-hmm.
a power forward, little small power forward. Matter of
Well,
fact, doggone
who
that
is
doggone
Popeye?
Jeff, huh?
Who is Popeye?
Bobby Portis. That's
Oh,
what I call him Popeye.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Hey
ain't
man, I love Porter's game though. I
Oh,
love
T.
his
So
game.
I forgot T won a little cheap ring with them.
Yeah. That's what I was just looking at. That's what I was just looking
Oh,
at.
Jesse,
Yep,
Yeah,
that's where he got his ring.
bro, he got a ring.
Yeah,
yeah.
Bud
And, like
brought him with him. Bud took it with him when he left, if I'm not mistaken.
Draymond,
Crazy.
6'6", was listed at 6'6", 230, but he about 6'5". Good little
Yeah,
bowling ball power forward. Another Charles Barkley, same thing. Charles Barkley was what 6'4", 6'4",
Yep.
like 300 pounds. No, I'm being honest because like when Charles Barkley first got in the league, man, he ballooned up. And then who was it? I
yeah.
want to say Julius, was it
And,
Dr. J?
and
Moses
Moses.
Malone. Moses
Oh,
Yeah,
Malone
Moses
put his foot in
Malone
his
is
they
what
behind.
got
got
they
that
got
name.
got on him and made him
Yeah.
lose what?
Mhm.
Moses Malone put his foot in his behind.
Yeah, I knew one of them got on him.
Because he
Yeah,
talk
nah,
about
you
that
ain't
now.
handled it.
He
Yeah.
talk about that now. He talk about that now. Hey, boy,
Thing about
what
it,
you
he just had weight problems his whole career. But once Moses went away and he went to Phoenix and that Arizona hot meals out there, that was it.
That mother was bad though. That mother was bad. I don't think a lot of people like everybody sit there like with younger generations right now. Like they sit there and see the he and ha on TNT and stuff and like, well, he couldn't have been that good. Shaq always claiming you ain't got no ring. But if you really sat there and watched Barkley ball,
I mean, he
man,
was league MVP.
But
that
he
motherfucker was
clowned him for that,
bad,
but
Jack.
he still respect his game. Shaq
Oh,
still
you
respect his
have to.
game.
You
Yeah.
have to. Hey, Charles
He
Barkley was
clowned
a
he
bad
clowned him
boy,
about
man.
the ring, but he had
Yeah,
a chance to get one. He let Michael Jordan. I mean, I thought and I was
Well, he
I
didn't
was a
let him.
Bulls hater
He didn't
back
let
in
him.
those
Jordan
days.
took it. They ain't have no
Well,
chance.
the
But
I
funniest
thought
thing,
if they had
the
won
fun
that game 5, if they had won that game 5, they probably had a chance. But once they lost game 5, that was it.
now
Man,
you now
he
do
had an
y'all
MVP in Jordan's era. He had an MVP trophy during the Jordan era. That says a
Yep.
lot.
That same
now
year.
y'all remember when him and Shaq got to fighting?
Oh
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
Oh
they
yeah.
still talk about it.
Yeah, and he
Yep.
went up under. Chuck Barkley knew he couldn't go toe to toe with him. He just
Right.
went
So
up
he had to
under.
grab his
Yeah,
leg. He had to
and
grab
Yeah,
him
he
and
said it.
tackle him.
Yeah, he
yeah,
said it. He said he was like, man, I couldn't do nothing. If that big motherfucker took and grabbed me, I can't do nothing. But I got to get hands on him first.
yeah, yeah. And see, man, I tell you, these people, man, they just don't know how the Eastern Conference used to be back in the 80s, man. The Eastern Conference, man,
He used to
you
be real
had
back in the
50,
day.
you had 50 win teams at least in the first 7 or 8 spots. I mean, it was 50 win teams all the way down to the bottom.
You
And
talking about the West?
no, the
You
East.
talking about the West? Oh, the East.
Eastern Conference, because you had Boston, New York, Milwaukee, Washington,
You
Hawks.
talking about back in the day, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about back in the 80s.
When you
Back in
said
the 80s, when you
Washington, I was like, wait
yeah,
a minute.
yeah, the Washington Bullets. Washington
Yeah, I
Bullets.
mean they were the Bullets back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were the Bullets. And man, and Milwaukee with man Sidney Moncrief and Ricky Pierce, Terry Cummings, all them, man. And see, everybody who used to be a star, they came through him. Well after their prime, we get them. We had Sidney Moncrief here. We had Terry Cummings here. Shoot, Moses Malone came through
Stackhouse,
for a minute.
Tracy McGrady. I
Tracy
mean, we
McGrady,
don't
Reggie Theus.
Reggie.
Man,
It's like
I mean,
you know why they come down here so they can be a little close to their baby mama or be a little close
yeah,
to some of that action. They ain't really they playing they best days are beyond them. So that's why
yeah.
they come down to the ATL to relax.
But
They like,
they
man,
would
we go
come,
on down here
yeah.
and get this quick check.
Cause see,
What y'all state tax look like? I do.
where?
Then in Georgia.
It ain't as high as
It's
California.
depending upon the county you're in, because some of them add another cent for their local option sales tax. It's between 6 and 7%.
Well, that explains it. That's exactly why they come out.
Yeah, between 6 and 7%. Um, you know, but look.
Vince Carter.
Oh yeah, Vince Carter, all of them jokers. But see, thing is, our strip clubs were legendary back in the 80s. Our strip called, hey, that little hole in the wall in West End used to be Montrose Lounge.
Oh man.
Man,
All
look
right,
here. We used
You talking about
don't tell on yourself,
peaches?
man.
You talking about peaches of Atlanta now?
yeah. Somebody told me they had changed the name, and I said, "What?" Because the man said it was in West End, and what was the name of Peaches?
Yeah, they change it every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I guess they running from the man. They trying to keep a liquor license. They changed the name of the club. But man,
And
shoot,
then
I
just
remember
a few blocks over is the main one. That's where the lemon pepper wings at. You got to go a few blocks over.
yeah, man. But we used to sneak from high school and go there to Montrose.
Oh man.
From when I was going to Silver.
Maze High wasn't that close to Monterey.
Yeah, well, Silver was. Silver High
Oh,
was. Silver High was.
I think our closest strip club may be Club Wax on Fulton Industrial.
Mm-hmm. But man, I remember sneaking over there to Montrose. Man, look, they had ectomy night.
What?
Mass ectomy, mastectomy, hysterectomy, all any cutting and shoot, any cutting that round about noon to about 4 o'clock. That's who was in there.
Hope they ain't have
Laid in
fever
there.
tonight.
Yeah, man. Look here, laid in there with one breast. And he brought some of them dancing with one leg.
Lord have mercy.
Every jokes in there. Every jokes in there pouring dollars.
The land of misfit toys.
I'm trying to tell you, but I used to be laughing my behind off.
You ever went to the Goosebump down there by
Who?
Marriott Marquis? Goosebump.
No, I ain't been no.
Yeah, I ain't
Down
heard
there
of that.
by the Marriott Marquis.
I never heard of that one. How old is that one, Red?
Well, I went. It was active when I was in college, so I want to say it's at least early 2000s. Yeah. Because
See, I never heard of that place.
I was living in California. I came back home for a visit and went to
Just to go to the Goosebump.
the Goosebumps. I don't know. I ain't been to it like since now. I've been to it twice, and it was all on a few years ago. Shoot, last club I went to was I think either Flame or I know you remember Body Tap over there banking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I haven't been to a club since I was what, 22, 23.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know your
man.
girl watch.
Hey.
I know y'all Keely and Winston girls watching. That's why they saying this stuff.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
ain't
be honest.
been
Like,
to a club in so long. Yeah, right.
I'm being honest. I don't do club. I hardly go
No,
to the bar.
and I didn't. I got, there were times I got drug in there because I was in the car with folk and I didn't want to sit out there in the parking lot. So
They
I
drug
went
you to
on
Pin
in.
Up John in DeKalb County. They drug you to
Yeah,
that.
that's the one. That I was about to say that, Red. I was about to say that, Red. Cause all thing I want to do, I just want to go to the farmer market. But next thing you know, we stopping over there and pin up down the street.
Ain't they farmer market open that late at night?
You caught her with farmers market.
I'm trying to figure out how Winston know anything about Atlanta over there on that side of town.
I'm just saying, we got farmer market out here. They close when they get dark. That thing closed.
Winston got his spies in town.
Winston, they were sneaking vegetables in around about 11:30.
Yeah, they were sneaking.
Now, John, I'm gonna name one more for you. Now, I'm not sure if you know this one. This is a high class one, but I'm gonna give you the address and let's see if you know what I'm talking about. Buford Highway.
Ollie's.
Well, there you go. Keely
I
said,
never heard of that one.
damn, John.
See, like I said, I didn't really go. I didn't really go. And,
I used to live across the street from the Pink Pony on Buford.
Okay. Cause the first club I ever went to was out in Las Vegas, and
I know that was a bad one.
Oh man, and the thing was, we took some. We were in a meeting one time at work, and there were some hearing impaired people in the meeting with us, and we just came up with the idea, to take them to Vegas and take them to the Grand Canyon and all that type of stuff. And man, just as soon as they got out there, that's where they wanted to go. They wanted to go to the strip club. And we took them there,
but they could see.
They could see, and and now in Vegas,
he said,
all out on the street, all out there on the street, they have books and stuff in those it used to be little newspaper machines or whatever. They used to have books where you can order whatever you want. Call this number, they will be there. And so one of the dudes, we shared a room, and he what what he pointed at that. Oh, okay. So I called him up. Hey, we in room such and such.
In Vegas, you can bring the strip club to your room, can't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Jazzy T's?
Which one?
Jazzy T's.
What is it?
You never been to Jazzy T's?
Jazzy Tees?
Jazzy Tees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where is it at?
You don't remember it? It's on Columbia Drive. What
Oh,
about
no wonder. Way
what
out there
about
on the east
Pleasers?
side.
What about Pleasers?
Yeah, Pleasers on Cleveland Avenue.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
see,
they closed that because what happened out there? Something
My
happened out
bad,
there.
Keely. I ain't hit Jazzy Tees up on the east side.
so there's a certain strip. So all right, so where my mom house is at, there's two strip clubs in between on both sides of her. And a very just a Snapple fact. The world famous Magic City, right? He
Mm-hmm.
said that he got his idea for starting Magic City from a certain strip club that's right down the street from my mom's house. Do you know what that strip club is that inspired Magic City?
Club
I
Blaze.
know where it is, but I don't know what the name of it is. I know exactly where it is.
Is
It's
that
on Moreland
Blaze?
Avenue. It's not that one.
Blaze.
It's the other one. It's the other one.
I
It's
was about
not
to say I thought
Blaze.
I had it for a minute.
No, it's on Moreland, but it's not Blaze. It's the other one.
Okay.
It's close to where
What other club is out there near Blaze? Now you know
Foxy
it's a
Lady.
oh. Give me a minute. I'm finna start calling them out.
Yeah, Foxy Lady. Was Mr. Magic who started Magic City? He said that's the club that made him decide to start Magic City, Foxy Lady. And my mom house sits in between both Blaze and Foxy Lady.
mm, yeah, I see. Shoot, it's been so long since I even been in those places, whatever. Cause
Well,
Man,
I
you gonna
think
make me
Foxy
look up.
Lady
You
is
gonna make
now
me. You
called
gonna make me
like
look up
Rain or
Jazzy
something.
Tees, Keely. Yeah.
Huh?
You gonna make me look up Jazzy Tees.
Yeah, look it
Jazzy
up.
T, is it still open, Keely?
Oh no. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Keely, you
I
you you
remember
shut it down, Keely.
that was a I remember in my young life, that was the first time we got kicked out of a club. Um what happened was like we were young, we didn't really have no money, right? So me and my homeboy, we're in there and we just had beers. And the DJ kept making an announcement like, all right, all y'all who ain't spend no money, y'all get y'all money up. And we just sitting there drinking our beers, enjoying the scenery. And the DJ over there again, like, all y'all ain't spend no money. And we didn't know the DJ was talking about us. Like,
Oh yeah, they'll call you out.
Yeah, the girls will come telling. The girls go up there and telling.
Boy, they'll call you out immediately. Some of them clubs call you out instantly. If
and
they pass by your table a few times and you ain't dropping no money.
we
Yeah, they was there.
we had to
Table.
we were young, like we
You
maybe
didn't know how the game went.
Yeah.
yeah, like we let's see, we was in my sophomore year in college, like we had just left high school, sophomore year of college, came back home and we was in Jazzy T's just drinking. And the DJ kept making the announcement
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, it is closed. Older Columbia Drive.
over there by where
1394.
the bounce used to be. I mean the gate, the bounce, all that.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Then they moved
gentlemen,
that
I'm
time.
on. Yeah, yeah, it's about that time. I know Winston got to get up and go to it. Winston, where you at?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
Only thing I see is a big pillar in the middle and two on the side.
Nah, nah,
Yeah.
I had to handle something real quick.
Oh, okay. Hey, man.
Oh Lord, yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Poor
Find
choice. Poor choice
find
of words.
find out all the spots I shouldn't go to.
No, hey, it it was safe. It was cool back then. But now, see, I can't really go out too much now because man, jokers not having fun unless they shooting or acting up.
Yeah,
And
I
see,
ain't, I ain't gonna lie,
that's why
Keely.
that's why I
Last time I
stopped.
went to the Blaze, man, I was mad. I was nervous until I got in my car and hit the highway.
That's the remember when Pac-Man Jones got in that shootout,
Uh-huh.
leaving the script? That's where it was at.
That's
That's
why
a
I
Man,
stopped.
bad.
That's why I stopped going to club.
And I don't even like the
yeah.
parking at Blaze too, cause it's so far back from the club, man. It's like, man, yeah, they
They were
secured at the door,
literally
but you still got to
they were
walk to your
literally
car.
driving down. They were driving down Moreland Avenue shooting at each other after the strip club.
Mm.
That's the street to drive down.
Well, all
Well,
right, gentlemen. Since y'all got some of y'all got to go to work. I know Winston got to go, and
I got a meeting at 7 o'clock.
oh
I mean
man,
7:30.
yeah,
Seven
I
thirty.
better turn you loose.
I got an 8 o'clock appointment, so I got to get up too. So,
Yeah,
All
my
right,
alarm gonna go off at
yeah.
5.
At the strip club
No, I ain't not the strip club. Not no
for
8 in the
some
morning.
for some lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, right.
now, why y'all joking? Pinups, them jokers used to be burning over there, Jack. I mean, they would they would serve you a full
Oh,
four course meal over there, Winston.
you talking about food?
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
you said burn now. I'm so
Winston got excited. He
what?
thought you meant serving something else.
No, I thought you was talking about like somebody need a physician. Urgent care. Mayday,
yeah,
SOS, smoke
hey,
signal,
but that too, that too.
Area 51, do not enter.
But man, I'm talking about them joke now. Now
Hey,
lemon pepper Lou.
next week I'm
Now
about to tell
those
y'all
are
about
some
the
good
LA
wings
strip
they
club.
made over there.
All
Those are
right,
some good wings they made over
let me ask y'all this. All right, so which club was it that Lou Williams got his nickname Lemon Pepper Lou?
Magic City.
It was
there.
Magic.
Yep.
Magic.
Yeah.
It is Are the wings really that good?
The food in general is
Yeah.
good. Like you can order them on Uber Eats and they'll come and drop it off
You
at your front
serious?
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, stop playing.
But hold on, no, Winston, they ship out of state their food. So like they like if you live in Kentucky, you live in whatever, you can actually call up Magic City, order,
Uh,
and they'll drop like their wings and wing sauce and all that. They will ship it to you.
hey man, I'm gonna have to try this. I'm intrigued. I gotta know. I gotta get to the bottom of it.
But
I
like,
get to the bottom of it.
but it ain't
You
just
Is that
the
ain't
on the
wings
never
are
taste it when
tasty.
you
itinerary?
first
They're
get
gonna be
to
on
town.
the itinerary.
Man,
Yep.
yeah. I think I might make that call this weekend. See what's happening.
Hey, it's serious business. Like they bring in like certain chefs and stuff. Like they like it ain't just the wings. They're catfish nuggets that sound like every like they fire. Like
I'm
they
about
up
to
there.
try it. All right. So is the whole menu shippable, or is just certain
I don't
things
know.
on the menu?
I don't know about it. I just know the son, Mr. Magic's son, he was talking about how like he literally they ship out of state because people who come and visit like Atlanta and come to the strip club and they eat
Mm.
and they'll call them and they're like, yeah, we ship it out of state. Like they'll freeze dry whatever you need. They ship it cross country. He said they get orders out of state all the time, nonstop.
Hold on.
Money, baby. Gotta make that
I'm about to
money.
Google this shit right now. I need to. I got to get to the bottom of it.
Because it's a big tourist attraction. So you got a lot of people who come in from out of state. Like that's the club they hit. And he said, man, they ship out of state all the time.
I'm telling you, man. And see, when I first started
MagicCity.com,
working,
dude.
there used to be this club called Club Anytime down there on P Street. When P Street was P Street, them jokers would open up Thursday evening around about 6 o'clock and wouldn't close until Monday morning. I used to get off work, go there, then go to work the next day because I had to work over the weekend. Go in the locker room, take one of them sink baths, and go on out there to work. Then end up back in there late on that day. That's when I was young and could stay up. Man, I'm telling you, man. And the food These jokers would cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner in that club.
And they do got a website too with the kitchen and
Yeah,
all that.
It said Mad City Kitchen. Hold
I
on,
just I just sent you the menu, Winston, to your inbox.
hold on. It ain't hit yet, but
You about to hit
I'm
soon.
on. Oh
I
yeah,
have definitely
yeah.
hit
It just
them on
came through.
Uber Eats because they opened at like 2:30. I've definitely hit them on Uber Eats.
Hold on, man. Let me, let me see. Search, motherfucker.
Like
You
we're gonna
gonna
have to
order
take a
something, Winston?
we're gonna have to take a field
I don't
trip,
know. I
gentlemen.
might.
When Winston come to town, we already know where he need to go.
I might. It's very, very possible.
Don't tell the old lady. Just say you're going to get some wings. So,
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, you got a couple of hours, Winston.
they don't close. They close. They stay open to 3. You got
Oh,
time.
well, okay. Wait a minute. I got a late guest. Let me see who this late guest is.
Hope it ain't
I got
Wallace
a
with his
late. I
cartoon.
got a late guest coming in here, and guess see who it is.
Okay.
What up, fellas?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
What's that
They go
about?
ahead and ask him. He might know about that kitchen.
Larry came in the joint sound like Barry White. What's that?
What up? What up? What up?
Practice what you
He got one more.
preach.
Larry got one more trip to tell you about.
Larry better not talk about.
Oh yeah, I
hey,
forgot.
Larry,
He can't speak on it.
did Demond have a show over there?
I think he tapped out. He went to the garage at halftime.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Yeah,
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
that the
He
lead
played better.
was safe.
He
Thinking that the
played.
lead was safe.
No. He just what they told me. He was just like, nah, I can't watch the rest of this.
Or Hawks might get a chance to get back during the regular season. I doubt it. They might.
I'm not worried about that, man. They had so many players out. I like how they played in the third quarter, but uh, yeah, it is what it is. Guys playing, they don't even like Miles Norris, man. What is Kool-Aid was going crazy. Miles Norris come in, hit 2 threes, they take him out. Kool-Aid was like, what the hell? And Miles Norris had the most rebounds too, so we started getting out rebounded and giving up so many second chance points, like we always do. We took Miles out, and they started getting more rebounds. So it's like, we didn't want to win it. We just wanted to see what other guys could do in the situation. So they weren't trying to win
Oh,
it. They
so
put guys out there like Wood, Baker, and they let all them guys rock. Miles Norris come in, ignite the team. Him and Moji and Baker. And he was just like, you know what, Miles Norris sitting on the bench. So yeah, it's some I don't know. I guess maybe now Miles Norris just too old. Like we really not ever gonna give you a 2-way. So I mean, we like you, kid, but other guys are just young. Although the guy Wood literally was just getting blown by. Like Wood should not even be on our G League team, to be honest. That's how bad.
So did you all have a full watch along with people in there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had the
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
So, who was the dude that got hurt for y'all?
Muhammad
late
Gay.
in the-
Yeah,
Gay got
Mo
hurt?
Gay. Yeah, Mo Gay landed on. He got undercut,
on his ankle?
landed on his back. He popped up, said he was all right, but they took him in the back. So I don't know. You know he
Jeez.
was out. He was out the season for 80% of the season, 90% of the season because of a back. So I don't know.
Cause see,
He got back up, but the guy
How old is
undercut it. What is he? 20?
he? He's too young to be having back issue, and that's too young.
well, now
6'11".
when people undercut, because see, you remember Larry, I was talking about when they undercut him that first game.
Yeah.
When he was going up for a layup and the Joker undercut him that first game and he fell on his back then.
He was
Jeez.
trying to catch a lob. He was trying to catch a lob, and the guy stuck his ass out and his hand and grabbed his leg. He fell directly on the small of his back.
I
Hey,
would have fired up and gave him a 1-2.
I wish somebody would have on the team.
Yeah, somebody got to step up. Like when things like that happen, somebody got to step up.
They didn't even
Somebody
call it
has.
technical. They didn't call it technical or nothing. I was like, wow.
And
what
that
that?
was during the regular season.
No, that
No,
was
no, no.
what was
That
that
right
tonight?
then.
That was
Yeah,
tonight,
tonight.
wasn't it?
Yeah, tonight.
That was
Because
tonight.
yeah,
That
they
was
said
tonight.
real foul. Yeah, that was tonight. So that is
So
what it is.
why he was holding his ankle?
I don't think he
I'm talking
grabbed his
about.
ankle. He like grabbed his leg. He was on his back. Like he was trying to go for a lob. So the guy undercut him, did like that.
Yeah,
So he can grab it. But
that's the whole thing about summer league ball though, because like summer league ball, like there are levels. There's levels to actual professionalism. Summer league ball is like
those guys trying to make a rock.
2 steps ahead of pickup ball, high level pickup ball. So there's when it comes to defense, you can't expect the polishness of defense from, you know what I'm saying, a true vet.
From Rudy Poop.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
no, from a true vet to somebody that's sitting there playing in the summer league.
Well, that's why
They
they
haven't
took him.
learned the entry. Huh?
So, I mean, that's why they took him out.
And see, Larry, that's why I was saying what I was saying about summer league ball. That's why I was saying what I was saying about summer league ball. Cause see, you got a Joker. Okay, the man already done missed the whole, just about all of last season back issue. You come out here, play with these $6.95 jokers that
You want
just
a pillow?
man.
You want me to put the head on the pillow? You want me to
Man,
wrap him?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too. I mean, what we gonna call him? You want me to burp him?
No. Save him from them $6.95 jokers out there playing on them concrete courts. Cause see, all right, the Joker's getting 10 fouls, Larry. They're getting 10 freaking fouls.
I know that, John, but what I'm saying is, Moji, basically, this is Moji rookie year. He missed his first year. This is rookie year. He need the reps. I mean, if he injury prone, guess who problem that is? The front office. But keep picking these injury brittle, need some milk dudes.
You say you need some milk.
Well, no, see, just like Winston said, me going out there playing, I got a job to go to against some jokers that's all they do is out there in the park playing ball. I go out there, start embarrassing them. They start playing that old longest yard ball. Okay, now
prison ball.
Yeah, you start playing that doggone prison ball. These jokers out here trying to get on with other teams. Okay, Risasha and Sar, they got bullseyes on the back because they number 1 draft pick. All right.
Sorry as hell. Sorry.
Yeah. And I can see why. I can definitely see why.
Ultimate dodged the bullet for the first time.
A missile, not a bullet.
See, now last night.
I think he's gonna be straight.
Yeah.
Last night, I'm gonna tell y'all. Last night.
I hope not.
No, he's not garbage.
Now, last night, I was watching. Last night I was watching
where he had like 12, 7, 3 blocks. With 2 for 5 from 3.
That was his first.
Yeah, he didn't go 2 for 5. He went 2 for 7.
He went 2 for 5 for 3. In his first game.
He went 2 for 7.
Hey, John,
he went 2 for 5.
John, what you were saying?
Oh no, y'all go ahead. Because
the reason I know he went 2 for 5 is because I looked it up when I was telling somebody else.
No, hold on. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I get in because y'all want to talk about SAR. And see, I know that is a point of contention for a lot of people based on because they keep harping on him and what he isn't doing, just like they're doing with Bronny. Everybody keeps harping on what he hasn't done.
So
The
here's
until
what
he
the
until he
difference
wants to
is
actually play power
he went
forward.
number two. He
No,
Yep.
no, 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 no.
pretty
Yeah, he
much
went
we
number.
exempt of number one. He went number two. Bronner went 55th, almost at the end of the
Yeah,
draft.
yeah. He shouldn't be playing at his level. This is what I'll say about Son. Defensively, he plays like a wing defender who can get blocks. He has great instincts on blocks. He does not. He does not box out. He does not have a nose for for rebound. He doesn't.
he
When
has
you
20
watch him play,
rebounds
when did he have 20 rebounds?
in total. He has 20 rebounds.
Oh, okay. Out of 3 games, he got 20. Yeah, okay. So if I'm 7'1", I need to be at the very least getting 8 rebounds a game.
So here's what I would say. And by no means do not do not think I'm calling him this, but this is Wemby all over again. That first game, Wemby went like 2 for 13. Um, but what you saw was people couldn't get a shot up over him. What you saw was he could create his own shot with ease. What you saw was he wasn't supposed to be that great of a ball handler, despite the fact that he's like 7 whatever.
7 foot.
Right.
Those those are the things. It's kind of like when Winston brought up Trey struggling in preseason, right? He didn't shoot well, right? In summer league. But what you saw was he had a very quick first step. You saw he could get his shot off when he wanted to. You saw that he could blow by people. So you saw that though he wasn't making the shots, he could get his shot when he wanted to.
He
That's
also was getting like 7 assists too.
yeah, and that's my point when we talking about SAR. You saw that he filled up the stat sheet doing everything else. The first
But
game
that
I
was
would
only
say
one game. He only did that for one game.
no, he's consistently rebounded and blocked shots and got steals. He's consistently done the other.
I think the game against
Our,
us, he had 7 rebounds.
no,
I don't think he had over 7 rebounds after that.
the game that he blanked and did not score, he had 9 to 10 rebounds that game.
That was that last game, right? What?
The game in which the reason I know this is because earlier when everyone was posting the memes of Bronny versus Sar, I went and looked the numbers up. So that's the reason why these are somewhat fresh in my
And
mind.
he's definitely have 3 blocks per game.
Yeah, and one of
He's
them he
had
had
3.
four,
That's
and one of them
He
he
had
had
4
four,
against us. He had 4
and
yeah.
against us.
he's had a couple steals in every game, at least one steal in almost every game. So here's my
That's good
point.
defense.
So, yeah, he's a small forward.
He's a very tall small
8'5".
forward. So and
No,
Yeah.
he's 7'2". Yeah, he's 7'2". He's
No,
shorter
he's
than
not.
Wemby.
He's 6'11", 7 foot
he's
and a half.
he's listed as 7. So
He's
the
listed
point
as 6 foot at the combine.
the here's what I'm
6'11".
saying.
So he's
Now
Michael Porter Jr.
I thought they straightened all that out. I thought
No,
they
no,
straightened
no.
all that
No,
out
they
and
said it
measured.
in the combine. He was 6'11" in shoes, 7.5, 7 inches.
He's
I
7
mean,
foot.
7 foot 6 inches
He's
in
7
shoes.
foot, 205 pounds.
So here's
A
what I
power
mean.
forward and
He's
center.
gonna play in shoes, so that's why they say he's 7 foot. He's gonna play in shoes. He ain't gonna play
Gee,
in no goddamn
I,
soccer.
I think Saw in that situation like Kevin Durant. What
Sar is
He wants to be Kevin Durant.
he
He don't have a
wants to
jumper
be.
like that. Yeah,
He wants to be, but that's not where his talent lies. He's not there
yeah,
yet.
exactly. No.
But here's why I say he's going to be just fine. Because what you saw from him was one, he can handle the ball at that size. That's great. He can get his shot off at that size, which is great. He has a great skill set to be that height. The other thing, like the coming from Europe coming over here, the scoring is going to be the easiest thing to transition because when you're in an actual NBA offense with that much spacing and they're actually running set plays, like he's going to get points just off transition, um,
Okay,
tilt
I agree with
backs
that.
in the
I
paint,
agree with that.
and eventually you're going to see a lot of that. Like just how Wemby adjusted, you're going to see he's going to adjust as well. Because
I
Wemby
don't
didn't
think
shoot
he's
well coming
nowhere
in.
near. I don't think he's nowhere near has the instincts of going and get rebounds like Wemby do.
What I'm speaking in terms of scoring because that's look if he's getting 7 to 9 rebounds and 3 blocks now in summer league, by the time he's getting through a full season of development, that's going to increase because that's just effort. That's not something that's directly linked to his skill set. Like the blocking shots, of course, that's going to improve. The rebounding is going to improve. That's just going to be over the total season. But as far as the scoring, that just as Wemby transitioned and you saw him become a more proficient scorer, he's going to as well.
I
Um,
don't think he's going to get any sets ran to him because think about the guards he got on this team. Grant,
here's what I
Grant
was.
Thompson didn't want to pass to Steph. Think he going to drop? You think he going to pass it to Sar? I mean, I'm
Here's
just being
here's
honest.
I think what is reasonable. I don't envision him being a 20-point scorer in year one. I
No,
do see him easily year one, 15, 10, 3 blocks. Um,
you
how
think he's
many
going to
is
average a double double?
15 and 10? Yeah, that's for
Mm,
him.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's going to be easy.
Now
Uh,
Hold
wait a minute.
on.
Now Keely,
no,
he's in the East now. Keely, he in the
I don't
East.
think so. I
He
don't
in the
think so.
East. Now the
Hey,
West,
double double his first season.
the
I
West,
don't
I
think
can see that, but
Hold
not
on. Hold on.
over
Hold
here
on.
in the
Hold on.
East.
I'll give you context. Derek Lively averages 9 last year. Derek Lively averaged 9, and he
I
has
think they
more.
probably got more
Hold on,
like
and his
rebound.
scoring, and he cannot create a shot for himself. The bulk of his scoring is alley oops, tip backs, um, hanging around the paint.
Yeah,
Like,
because they got Luka Doncic and Kyrie, and he's always open.
and that my point. He doesn't
They
have
don't
the
have that
ball.
on.
He
They
does
don't
not
have
have.
that on the Wizards to create that space.
That's not where I'm going. If
Oh,
what I'm saying is he does not have the shot creation skill set that Sar does. He does not have the ability um to dribble um as Sar does. Um, if he just simply hold on, they you
Star
so
was right. He goes right.
uh,
For the games I watched him actually play in the summer league, he can only dribble right. He literally can only go right.
Oh,
eh,
And
So
plus
He's
he out there in the
literally only
West.
going right. Go back and look at
I
it.
I
Look
would
at the
say
game
that I
he
don't
goes right.
now I would say this. I don't think now I'm just saying I have not sat there and watched the film that close as far as that. I just don't think that he would have been as successful in that European league if he could only go right. I don't think the European league is just that far behind the NBA.
No, I
I,
think that he was a bench player, and that's what he's playing like right now. He has a lot of potential, but first he has to realize that he's a 7 foot big man instead of being like he plays like Kevin Herter sometimes. Like when you watch the games, like that's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
All this
I just
potential. So
that skill set.
you know what his coach at the overtime said? He said if he realizes that he's 7 foot, he could be really done. But you can't you can't make that guy do it. He has to get it. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about all the potential you want, but if he don't have the motive to do that, and that's what I'm saying. I don't see the motive. Now, maybe it'll change, you know. Maybe he's not a some of these guys just like Trey. I don't I find it disrespectful to compare him to Trey when Trey Young has, you know, elite playmaking. He
so
had that in college. He had that even when he was struggling with his shot, he still showed signs of elite playmaking, not just good. So now maybe you're talking about like I don't see any of it offensively when you watch the game.
Well, all right. All right. To be clear, what I mean by when I bring Trey up, here's what I'm saying. Trey, and let's say in summer league, Trey goes 2 for 13, right?
Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah,
All right. So let's say that is the case. I don't remember the official stat line. I just know that he struggled. Now let's say, all
no,
right,
he had a
since
game like that. He had a game that he made
Okay,
one or
that's
two.
great.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is I'm pulling numbers out my ass. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just for the sake of example. And now let's compare that to say Bronny goes 2 for 13, right? What I'm saying is those aren't, even though they're the same stat line, they're going to tell you two different things because even though Trey went 2 for 13, what you saw was he could get his shot with ease, whereas let's say Bronny might have been heavily dependent on screens in order to get him off his defender, get his defender off of him. And I'm just using his name just for the sake of using a name. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can have very identical stat lines, but you can see two different talent sets in people. What I'm saying is, which I saw in starting. Now, granted, that's a very valid piece. If he decides, if he's just stuck on, I want to be Kevin Durant versus being a power forward, then yeah, that could delay his development if he doesn't literally develop a polished game such as a Kevin Durant. That could definitely delay his development.
Well,
But
that's
the
why he didn't
two,
want to come here.
but
He didn't want to
the
come here because we were going to play him as a big. He
that's great.
refused to play a big. He want to be a
That's great.
small forward.
So are
That's
you
great.
glad we took the guy that we took, Larry?
Yeah, I don't want no parts of Sorry. This dude, I like his ability, like defensively on instincts on blocking shots, but he can't guard the post unless it's a backside block. Like he
Well,
cannot hold his position.
what are the pros about this guy we drafted, in your opinion?
Where's the shot?
Um, Shooter and supposedly a perimeter defender. I haven't seen that part yet, defending wise. I've seen
I
him get
think
blown by.
I think
I
his
think,
I
I've
think
I
seen
his
hope
slow.
strength
I've
is
seen slow feet. I've seen getting backdoor cut. We had a lot of that last year.
I
Saw
mean,
that.
Rudy is a defensive player, multi defensive player of the year, and he gets abused um
Yeah, but he's
in
saying
the
what I'm
post.
talking about. No, no, we don't get him.
I'm using
Oh,
your example. I'm using your example of
by
a
who?
great backside defender, but gets abused directly in the post.
Who
That's
abused
exactly where
Rudy in the
Rudy
post?
is, huh?
You mean Jokic? Jokic abuses everybody on planet Earth
Jokic is not the only one that goes at Rudy and abuses him.
in the
Like,
post.
yes, in the post.
I
He is
don't know
not the
about the
only
post.
person that goes directly. Okay.
yeah.
No, 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 no.
Did
I know
uh
Rudy is horrible.
did
Rudy
Luka
as an
did Luka Doncic
individual
go at him?
defender, he's not that good. He's a
He is
better.
Yeah,
slew of foot. He is
He's
slew of
good.
foot.
He's great. He's
I
elite
don't
as a
think so.
weak side defender, but individually defending somebody, his ass is getting roasted.
Oh yeah,
I'm playing
he got
period.
slow feet. But
Yeah, and that's why people go directly at him. If you have
don't
an
look as
athletic
far as
center,
I don't
like
look
Larry
as
Nash will
far as
probably
center.
give him the business.
I don't
I ain't
look
even
as
gonna hold you.
far as the center, man.
Embiid roasts him every single time he sees him. Like
Well, yeah,
that's
Hey, he too
not
small.
that's
He
true.
too slow.
That's true.
like
That's true.
that's not the only big man that Jokic isn't the only big man that abuses him. But
AD
he's a
cool.
defensive player of the year because what he does on that backside is valuable. I mean, he changes shots. He protects the rim. It's just
But
that the guy. I put it like this: in that series against Denver, Jokic did not have the same success against Cat. He didn't. Like, I mean, if Cat decides he wants to actually be a great big man, he could actually be one. Jokic didn't have that same kind of success against Cat as he had against Rudy.
that was too. I
Cat
got you. I
if
got
Cat
you.
had
Cat
played more
moved it.
consistent,
Yeah,
well,
Cat
they won
moved
the
his
series
feet
anyway.
better.
But Cat didn't play that consistent in that series.
Cat moved
Except
his feet better at the top of the key where Jokic likes to work at, and Joker. I mean, that's what Joker like to work at, and Rudy Gobert is lost past the free throw line. He just is.
Cause you remember that meme they had where Rudy Gobert was trying to catch, trying to catch Steph Curry.
Running back
I
and forth.
mean, and I've seen him on skates like that many different times. And that what game was that? Which game was that? Game 2, game 3, or whatever it was, where Joker just put on a clinic.
If I and I like
Luca put on the
Sar,
clinic too.
that potential that I saw in Sar, I don't think he's a big man. I wanted him to be a big man. I don't need a 7 foot.
I
Yeah,
would
he
say
don't
that
even have the skill of Porzingis yet, let alone KD. Like,
I
this
think
kid
the
need to
att-
be in the post.
I think the attraction to him is the skill sets he have at that size, and of course we're talking about potential. And granted, you brought up a very valid point. What he decides to buy into is going to decide his future. Like I do concede that if he decides I want to be a very versatile power forward, then I think we're looking at all-star talent. If he gets stuck on I want to be a small forward and he doesn't develop the offensive game to pair with it, then he's going to be a
And Reddish,
he's going to be a Larry Nance, a
no, he gonna
um
be Cam Reddish, bro. He gonna
Well,
burn that.
wait a
I
minute.
don't
Now,
think
how
I
can
don't
he
think
be a small forward at 6'11"?
That's the way. That's how.
KD
When I
do it.
watch him, it feels like
KD do
that's
it.
his feel.
I
That's
mean,
Well,
Well,
Dirk was
I mean,
listed as a
if he
power,
can't
but
score like
Dirk
KD is,
was really a small forward in terms of offensive six.
yeah.
Like,
Dirt. He's more
yeah,
like
but
his size is more dirt. Like
yeah,
KD is 6'9". He just has the reach of a 7'5" dude. You know what I'm
Who?
saying? Kevin Durant.
Who's Kevin Durant is 7 foot, man.
No, he's not.
Yes,
He's
he
six
is.
nine. Kevin
man,
Look at
y'all,
Durant
it.
just
Look,
said it.
look,
he's not
look at.
6'9".
Kevin
He's not
Durant
six
just
He's
nine.
not 6'9". I promise
Kevin
you, he's
Durant
not
just
6'9".
Kevin Durant literally said that on the
He's
podcast
always said
week
He's
it.
ago.
He's
lying.
always
He's
said it.
always said
He's
that.
lying. If you look at the Team USA pictures, he's standing right beside Joel Embiid, head and head, right beside each other, shoulder and shoulder, right beside each other.
They're not showing
Then
each other.
AD is right on the other side of Embiid at 6'10", and you can clearly see the difference between those two and him. Jason Tatum is on the other side of Durant. You
JD
can clearly see the difference. Durant is
Anthony
not no
Davis
6'9".
Anthony
Durant
Davis
is
6'10",
His
6'11".
official
he's
listing is six
always said it.
eleven. His official listing is six
yeah,
eleven.
Come
I'm
on,
seeing.
man.
I know what his
That man,
official is. He's saying
he's
he's
seven
600. I
foot.
believe
I'm
what
just
he
giving the
said.
data. I'm just giving the
I'm telling
listing.
you,
I
he's
Yeah,
believe
seven
what he
foot.
said.
He's always said he was 6'9" because LeBron was 6'9". So that's what he always ran with. But
What
he's
height
not
did you think
6'9".
Shaq was? What how
Huh?
tall do you think Shaquille O'Neal was?
7'2", 7'3".
No, he wasn't. His son is 6. His son is 6'11", 6'10". His son is taller than him.
No
He
sir.
literally had to go look up the video of I forgot which kid it is, but he was like either I'm 7'1" or my dad is 16. Literally standing right beside went like this.
now they
Then go
listed.
and
They
then
now.
and then go to Shaq podcast and Shaq said on the big Shaq show, whatever it is. He said, yeah, when they asked him about it, he was like, yeah, I'm 6'11", 6'10".
All right.
And he
So
was like,
Larry,
but I told them at the combine, 7 foot sound better. It sound more menacing.
Shaq
So
himself revealed that he's 6'11".
Larry,
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
about to help you out.
I
So
mean,
just tell you,
when
so
you're
they
saying
lie all
six
the
nine,
time. Trey Young ain't 6'1". You think
hell,
Trey Young 6'1"?
Larry,
Steph Curry ain't 6'3".
Larry. So by
Allen
6'9",
Iverson
are you
ain't six
saying with
foot.
or without shoes? Are you saying with or without shoes with the 6'9"?
Um, was it without shoes? I think.
All right, so I pulled up his what they listed him at the combine.
I'm telling you, they
Um
listed Shaq at the combat at 7'1". I'm telling you what Shaquille O'Neal said out his mouth.
Dad, Larry, I'm trying to help you. I'm telling you they listed him at 6'9" at the combine. That's what I'm trying to tell you without
I'm
shoes.
And then Shaq
I'm
came out and
surprised he
he said he's 6'11".
Shaq said he's 6'10" and a half.
He said
But
he's 6'11". He said there is a misconception that Shaquille O'Neal is more than 7 feet tall. However, during one of his past interviews, Shaq himself revealed that he's 6'11",
Yeah, because his son was
Here's what Shaq said. First of
his
all, I'm
son was
not
taller than him.
7'1", I'm 6'11".
No, his son is 6'11". He's
The
6'10".
man literally just
No, no,
it
no, 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 no,
said,
no, no. He said that. Yeah, I saw the interview, Winston. I told you about the interview. Yeah.
bro,
So yeah, he's just
players
saying,
lie
yeah,
about their height
look,
all the
he's a
time
look.
though.
Yeah, they always lie about the height. He was
Like,
always listed as 7'1".
have you ever met Allen Iverson
No,
like
I
in
never
person?
met. I never met him.
Allen Iverson on a good day is 6'10". I mean on 5'10". On
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good day,
yeah. He probably
but
5'9",
they list him at 6 foot.
6 foot.
Steph
Yeah,
Curry,
yeah,
Steph Curry, they list him at 6'3". He's probably
six
more like
three.
6'1".
Yeah, he
What?
probably six
Chris,
two, 6
Six
three.
yeah,
three.
yeah, they list him at
Yeah,
6'3".
they list Steph
Chris
Curry.
Paul,
There's way Steph
they got
Curry
Chris
was 6
Paul,
foot.
like 6'1". In all actuality, you like 5'10".
Yeah,
Yeah.
he 5'10".
Chris Paul
Because
ain't six
Isaiah
feet.
Thomas was
Trey
5'10", but they
Young
had
ain't
him
six
listed
feet.
at
Yeah,
yeah.
Trey
I don't
Yeah,
even
Young,
think
Isaiah
Trey
Don,
Thomas
Young
I don't
about
even think
6'3".
Donovan
about
Mitchell
6'10"
6
too.
feet.
I mean 5'10" too. Yeah, Trae Young 5'10".
Excuse me.
I look at people, man. I'm like, all right, man, you ain't that high. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. DeJounte Murray, they say he's 6'5". DeJounte not taller than me, man.
No,
What?
I probably give him like 6'3",
6'5"?
6'4".
Yeah, they
Six,
listed DeJounte
six,
Murray
six, six,
6'5".
four on a good day, a very
Yeah,
good day.
Dude,
Yeah,
exactly.
if
that's
he's
what
six
they.
five,
Yeah,
he a
they
giant.
listed Dejounte Murray at 6'4". I remember that.
I
And
don't even think he that.
but Trey
I don't think so
Young,
either.
because
Deontay Murray might be 6'2".
hey, hey, Larry, Matt
How
always
tall
said
you
that
is,
Trey
man?
Young gained
They say
15
Trae Young
pounds.
is 6'1".
They said Trey Young gained 15 pounds in the offseason. Man, shoot, where is it?
If he gained 15 pounds, then I guess that went towards his height. Cause ain't no other way, Jack.
Yeah,
Ain't no
no,
way.
he didn't gain no weight. He didn't get, they like I tell you, they beat him like a pinata at a Mexican birthday every time he goes to the basket.
We'll
But
see.
and
I mean, like, he's
I thought that they had straightened all of this fake height crap out. I thought they
no,
had straightened all that out, and I'm trying to find because I see a lot of articles with true height of various players, but they don't have a complete
I don't even
list.
think John Collins was 6'10". Not the way he played.
no. John
They
Collins
more
wasn't
like he's
16 because he was
6'5".
shorter than Capella.
He probably about like
No,
6'6".
he wasn't 6'5". He probably was
He about 6'8", 6'7".
6'7", 6'8". Yeah, he was 6'8", 6'7".
Yeah, um, so that means now double O is what 6'6".
He's 6'7" without
But
shoes.
they got him listed at 6'9". They
Nah,
got
Right.
I
They got
know.
him listed.
they
Jalen
got
Johnson looked taller than him. Jalen Johnson looked taller.
they got Clint Capella listed at 6'10". But y'all
Yeah, that's
remember?
about right for Clint.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
y'all
right.
remember when Clint first came in the league? They was claiming as a 7-footer,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
and now
He's
he's 6'10".
he always
I
been
swear they
6'.
were saying like 7'1"
That's
and
what they do,
7'2".
man. That's what they do. That's what they do. Like
But
the
so
real, like DeAndre Jordan, that's a 7 foot. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he's a legit
Yeah,
7-footer.
legit 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? Like Wemby is like 6'4". The kid Edie is, I mean, excuse me, 7'4". The kid Edie 7'4". Those guys are legit 7. You know,
That
Mm-hmm.
matchup right there, when they finally play each other, is going to be crazy.
Which
well,
one?
not really,
Who?
man. Because I don't think
Edie
he
and
can keep
Wemby.
up with him. I don't
Wemby
think
Because
he
gonna
can keep up with
dog him.
Wemby, but I don't think Wemby can guard him in the post.
yeah,
He gonna
no,
keep
No,
him.
he
no,
He
can't
he
gonna
do
too
keep
nothing with
his
light.
him.
elbow in his chest.
He's too light.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
too
But
light.
then
exactly.
at the same time, Edie can't sit there and
No,
guard
no, Edie can't
Wemby.
guard him.
If Wemby take him out of that post and start driving on him,
Yeah,
Edie is dead in the water.
he
He's
ain't got
dead in the
time on him,
water.
man. That
Dead
back
in the
look
water.
pure now. Like, I'm looking at
Man,
the Olympic games. That
that
back
thing
look
butter.
pure. I'm like,
That
oh,
thing is
that's dope.
butter, warm butter.
You
Then they
talking about
got
somebody
Chris
who's
Paul
Kevin
over there
Durant?
set folks up.
No,
So
That's a
man, hey,
7 foot
look,
Kevin Durant right there.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
Wemby is a
that
7 foot Kevin Durant with
But
defense.
and
With
that
man,
wingspan is gonna
Kevin
help
Durant
him
is a
for
7 foot Kevin Durant.
his
yeah, 7 foot
wingspan is
for
gonna help him a lot when he's guarding defenders that are stronger than him. His wingspan is gonna bail him out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
Yeah,
can, but
his wingspan
definitely.
allows him to recover from a bump.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
saw him. I saw him dunk from the free throw line. Just jumped up and
Hmm.
up.
And see, that's why I wanted Zach Eady, man. I want me another Mark Eaton. I want me another Mark
The
Eaton.
the the problem
look,
is the
Kevin
problem is
Durant. It says Durant continued to grow during his first 3 years in the NBA, finally reaching a height of 6'11".
Okay, well, I don't have
I don't
anything
know.
else.
I don't know. The man said he was
That,
6'9".
that's on his Wikipedia.
Oh,
Like
anybody
that,
can update Wikipedia.
I'm just
You can
saying that's on
update
his
it.
Wikipedia. That's on his Wikipedia. But at the same time, the man's 7 feet. If you look at that USA picture, ain't no way in the world. Like when you measure somebody just off of height, look at their shoulders. See where their shoulders link up with whoever they being compared with.
Depends on if they slouch. That's not always true. Like also, I don't know if they. You seen the picture with Rudy Gobert and Wemby? You seen their team
Rudy,
picture?
Rudy is legit 7.
No, he's not. Check it. Rudy 6'11". Check it.
Oh,
Wembanyama,
But
if go
is
and look.
anybody they right height in the NBA?
No,
See
go
that
and look
that what
this
I
up.
keep that's what I keep asking. I
I'm
keep
serious,
asking
guys.
because see
I
from the
saw
days. Go
I
ahead,
saw a
Larry. Go ahead,
picture.
Larry.
Mhm.
I saw a picture when they were doing a team picture. Go look this up. Wembanyama and
I'm
Rudy
looking at it
Gobert.
right now.
And Wembanyama was kneeling down and Rudy Gobert was standing on his toes when they showed the back view of it.
Rudy's 7, man. If you look at this
No, no, no,
picture,
no, no, no.
well, I don't
No.
know about him
No. I'm
kneeling
talking about
down.
if it that team picture that they had, Wemby was bending down. They showed the back view of it. Somebody showed the front and the back. Wemby was bending down and Rudy Gobert was on his toes. I'm
Hold
telling you.
hold
They
on, hold
showed
on.
it. It was like I
Hey,
was like,
hey
hold on,
John,
this gotta be fake. It wasn't fake.
I'm about to send it to you.
Somebody took a picture of the front of it and they was like, hold up. And they got a picture of the back. And Wemby
Hmm.
was bending down a little bit. And Rudy
Google
Gobert
said that
his toes.
Winston, send it
Goo-
to my inbox too.
Yeah,
Google
I'm about to
says
send it.
that you can technically keep growing to up until around 21 years old. So it's possible
Yeah,
that Durant
males.
could have kept.
Yeah, males grow until 21.
So it's possible Durant could have kept growing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
Yep.
man, I could have been 7 foot, but I started drinking coffee.
Yeah, basically.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
man,
came in the league at 19.
that stuff was stunt your growth.
Yeah, that's what they
Two
told me.
years,
I
two
started
years
drinking
ago.
coffee around about 21. I could have been a contender.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have
I
All
been a
right,
hit
Mister.
contender.
All right, Mister on the waterfront.
I hit
I could
six
have been a
three in middle
contender.
school and I stopped. I never grew again. I
Mar-
hit 6'3"
Marlon
in middle school.
Brando.
Hey man, you lucky. I look up to 6'3".
You say
I
you
hit
was
six
6'3" in
three.
middle school.
At Chapel Hill Junior High, I hit 6'3" in middle school and I never grew again.
I was just finna ask what tall you are now.
Yeah, I
Hey
never
Ray,
grew.
I just sent it to
You
you.
say it never
Yeah,
grew
I
again.
see. Man, keep it 6'3" in middle school. And well, but
Yeah,
so
my
a lot of guys.
eighth
Well, that's
grade.
probably a lot of guys still didn't catch up with
Yeah, eighth grade.
you. Wow, I bet you like, man, I'm
Hey,
gonna get a giant.
hey John, I'm gonna send it to your inbox
Oh, I would. Uh-oh.
on the
Uh-oh.
messenger.
Now, see, you know what? I don't even need to put what Antonio just posted.
Oh Lord.
Antonio. Uh, Antonio, we not talking about horizontal. We talking about vertical, man. Jesus Christ.
Man,
That's your partner, Winston. That's your partner.
I
man,
swear,
look,
that sound like something somebody
I'm,
would come
I'm,
on my
I'm,
page to say.
I'm a pray for him, man. I'm a pray for him.
Yeah, pray for him, man.
Oh
Pray
yeah,
for
but
him.
hey, them prayers gonna get cut up in the ceiling fan. Them prayers ain't gonna leave the room.
Son of a
I got a question for you, Larry, just
Yeah.
on the heels of the conversation we were starting when you walked in. Um, So did you get married pretty young, or was it a little later on? Did you have a life like a nightlife prior to it?
My past is my past. I don't talk about my past.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We were having a gentleman's club discussion beforehand. So I was gonna see if you had visited some of the ones that we mentioned. That's why I was asking.
No, no. You don't need to ask me nothing like that at all.
All right, duly noted.
that's
You know his wife gonna come back and watch the
And
show.
see,
Keely. That's
yeah,
that's the
wait a minute, wait a
question
minute,
you
wait a
got
minute,
to.
wait a minute. Now, y'all look at Larry real close right now. Look at Larry real close, and you can see that smirk.
Oh yeah,
Ain't no
that's what I
smirk,
say.
bro.
no,
You
Keely
can see
asking
the smirk.
no.
Keely. That's a
You,
question for his inbox and not the show.
yeah, you got to protect home at all
Yeah,
costs. At all
folks
Well,
will
I
costs.
come back
mean,
and watch
we
this.
all know that there's a
Hey,
life that
look here.
exists
Hey,
before
he
marriage.
done told me everything I need to know, and without saying a word.
What he's saying,
Hey,
Keely, is
I
I'm
ain't
not
saying
talking
nothing.
about my past because my
hey,
Exactly.
wife
hey,
That's
Larry,
and
exactly
maybe
what I
some of
said.
her friends to watch this
hey,
show.
Larry. Let me ask you this. Well, Ricochet, how
Uh,
long
uh,
how
uh,
long do you think it would take for Ricochet to actually perform like a #1 overall pick? You think it happened this year? Couple years down the line?
That's
You
a
think
broad
he
assumption, though.
Well, I mean, it just depends on your definition of what a number 1 pick's supposed to be.
It could be
Everyone,
Anthony Bennett.
everyone's
Nick?
definition,
Nick.
everyone's definition could be different. You know what I'm saying? Do you want him to be the role player? Do you think that he's supposed to be better than Trey or better than Luka just because he's the number 1 pick? And those guys were 3 and 5 in their draft. Every draft ain't the same. Every number 1 pick ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
True,
So,
understandable. All right,
uh,
so
uh, I
potential
don't
wise,
potential wise, ain't nobody in this draft that's worthy of really
slammed up.
building
Right.
around. In my opinion, I guess Reed Shepard, but I'm already living through 7 years of a short point guard. So, uh,
oh, you couldn't
it,
draft him.
it,
We couldn't draft him.
well, I
No.
know that's what I'm saying. The difficulty of building around a small guard, I see that for the last 7 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't
Hey,
try to
man,
do that,
shoot.
regardless if I like his talent or not. I just wouldn't do it if I'm a GM after
That
going
that's
Yeah.
through
that's why y'all keep drafting 6'8" wing to try to cover up for a five
exactly,
ten point guard,
exactly. So again,
and it
like I'm
don't
saying,
work. Don't work.
like
Hey,
only Isaiah
hey,
Thomas,
hey,
statistically only Isaiah Thomas have had
Yeah,
multiple success.
I straight was about to say that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
path to a championship seems to be easier with the Jason Tatums and the LeBrons, and
yeah.
like having that 6'7", 6'8" wing is just that's
Well,
where your elite talent has to be.
yeah.
but see, now this is the thing. Well, before I say what I'm going to say, Keely, you got a message from Antonio.
Um,
But
I think
like,
Reese can be a Clay Thompson type, but again, it just depends on how you view Clay at his peak. But I mean, that's the loftiness. I mean, it could be Michael Porter Jr. I don't know what he can be, to be honest.
You think his
Right
feet
now, late
fast
number.
enough on defense?
Well, I got to see more on defense.
As
well,
far as
hey,
Like,
Antonio
with that
like
comment,
length,
I,
with that length, with that
I
length.
He
oh,
need to be the
go ahead,
shooter
John. Go ahead.
guard.
Now, I would say this: length makes up for a lot of foot speed
No,
from
no, no.
time.
You
True, but
still got to
not
stay with your
really.
feet.
that's how you
Cause
get in
like,
foul trouble.
That's how you get
yeah,
in
Well,
foul trouble. And that's what he was doing.
cause you reaching,
You
cause you
reaching.
Yeah,
reaching.
because you getting
well,
dusted and you got to reach.
well.
Exactly.
If you're reaching, trying to steal,
No,
No,
the ball.
I'm speaking for
if I
as
got
a
my
basketball
arms out,
player that was
if I
slow
got my
footed. I'm
arms out
telling
and
you, that's how you
somebody's
get in
sitting there
foul
blowing
trouble.
past me, and
They can
I'm trying to widen my
scoop under your
body
arm. Yeah, they can scoop
to
under your
to
arms and call the foul.
to cut him off. All he got to do is run into my arm. That's a foul.
Exactly. And he'll get the
I
foul.
don't have to sit and try to strip.
So so
I'm just trying to
But if you
all
get
right,
that,
widen
so
my area.
let me give you a little perspective just from my high school days. So I was, like I said, 6'3", and I had to guard a lot of shifty guys who were smaller but a lot quicker and shifty. And the thing is, I didn't have the lateral foot speed that they had, and that ate me up because of the fact that I can't just use my arm length to compensate for it. It's gonna be called a foul every single time. Like
Yeah.
it's your foot speed just has to be there with those smaller shifty guys.
That,
At least that was
that,
my experience.
Now,
that's exactly why I asked that question because, like, on offense, when somebody have the ball, now somebody 10 they moving faster laterally than what they would do on defense. Defense is more effort. Offense is I just want to go get my bucket and
The
run my
way you
numbers
can
up.
the way I was able to cheat it at times was just using my body and physicality. So instead of giving them space, which you just have to really be on your P's and Q's with it, was to use my body to slow them down. So like if they're getting by me, I'm giving somewhat of a hip check or riding them instead of using my arms to reach and get no ticky tack foul. That still requires you to have a little foot speed, but for those people like if your foot speed just isn't there, like your
Yeah,
arms
it's out
aren't gonna
back.
make up the difference. Yeah, you just gonna have to make a choice to either you're gonna get done up or you're gonna have to choose to be physical. That's the play up on them and just be physical. Because
and
you
see,
can get
that's what
away
I
with being physical sometimes.
and see that's what I was going to say because see now when I was playing, I used to area check people. Okay, because all right, when I was growing up, there was no 3-point line. All right, there was no 3-point line, so people weren't trying to take threes or whatever on. So what I would do, I would give them a couple of inches between me and them. When they would move toward me, I'd move a little bit back, but wouldn't be out of shot blocking range. Okay, shot blocking, stealing, or like you say, hip checking range. And a lot of the players that I see right now don't know the fundamental basics of watching a person's hips instead of watching the ball because you can't go nowhere unless the middle. Now that Darren Antonio's got to be something that done middle.
Yeah, that's
At any
why.
rate, whether they had backboards or not, I was still, I was still checking them.
But that also it depends on where you are on the floor and the spacing. So if I'm out there on the perimeter all by myself, then if that guy's shifty, then I'm going to have to play up. Now, if I have the baseline as an advantage, or if I have the paint behind me, say if I'm along that along the box, then yeah, I can give spacing because I also have the baseline as a additional defender, some so to speak,
Right,
and that can help me
right.
close the gap. So
Now
it
I
also
would,
depends on where you are on the floor.
yeah. Now once you start getting back into okay, the free throw line, I narrow it up. I narrow it up. The closer you get to the basket, the less room I'm gonna give you. You know, and that's what I try to do. That's what I was doing. And man, blocking shot, man, that's all I used to do. Before I, finally found my offensive game, I just block shots, man. The block shots and rebound. You know, you know, but nowadays the fundamentals that I was taught, these jokers on, man. I mean, boxing out is just a completely lost art. I just
Yes, it is.
completely lost art.
Yeah.
You be hanging out on the free throw line. I mean, the 3-point line.
I
You
think
know,
people. I think in this day and age, everyone's so over reliant on their athleticism,
hmm
versus their actual skill set.
Hmm.
So, um, that's why, I
Yeah.
think you see a lot of that. Everyone is. I, when people say, like the league is just way more talented, I disagree. I mean,
The
people,
rules are so loose now.
yeah, it's
The
so
team,
loose, but
the league is
I
more
think
athletic than what it was,
I
and
I
people confusing the two, the
It's
athletic
skill.
as
It's
in
skill.
more skill.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
that
not.
I would
Yeah.
agree to that. Like
Yeah.
everyone, so
Skill is fundamental, and athleticism is God given talent that you just built up over time.
Yeah.
and you got
So
to your peak of it. But your basis, the best fundamental basketball was back in like the 80s, early 90s, and WNBA right now. WNBA has the best fundamental basketball, hands down.
Yeah.
So here's what I
not
mean.
for
Like
long with folks
you
trying
take
to copy
somebody.
Caitlyn and Hustle.
So you take somebody like Horace Grant. I don't even think he may have made an All-Star team. I don't know if he did. Probably
Yeah, I'm about to
wouldn't.
get some rest.
Yeah, he got 4
I
rings
hope
though.
Yeah.
All
Same
right,
here,
So
Larry.
man. Hey, appreciate you on slide through,
yeah,
brother.
appreciate
All
y'all.
right, Larry. Holla
Take
at
it
you,
easy.
big dog.
All right,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that's Larry from the Dixon Way. Tune in. Great content.
Like, love,
Yeah. Hey,
subscribe to it.
yeah, great content. Very great content. And see, now Wallace Smith is touching on something that someone brought to my attention because, especially though that AAU, um, they hardly practice. They play all the time. And in order for you to develop certain fundamentals, you got to practice and you got to be coached those fundamentals and not during the game because your concentration during the game is to win the game. However, whichever way you can. But you have to practice a lot of things, such as shooting, such as posting up, such as defending. There are basic defensive philosophies, there are basic offensive philosophies that have to be taught during practice.
Mm-hmm.
In order to make you a better player. Because man, I saw this firsthand. You know, I saw this firsthand, and Antonio, you're right. Because some
Completely
of
right.
these coaches don't need to be coaches. Some of these coaches
And
don't need to
John,
be coaches.
You got to think
right
about
quick,
it.
John. Also,
Go
a
ahead,
lot
bro.
of these coaches today, as opposed to the coaches back in the day, they say they want their players to already know certain things when they get to the league because they're not teaching them no more. And to me, I think that's a bunch of BS because if you a coach, you a coach. You
That's
coach
your
the
job.
players to the fullest extent and get everything you got to get out of them. So telling me something like, I don't teach this, I don't teach that. What the hell kind of shit is that to say
well,
to
cause
a
that's
player coming into the league that you're trying to get the fullest potential out of?
You
well
see,
that the hope that traditionally the hope is you're gonna go to Duke, go to talk to get learn and get trained by Coach K on all those type of things, or by Roy Williams or Dean Smith. Like that's kind
All
of
those
the
guys,
traditional.
they retiring, Keely.
So what
Yeah,
they're
and see
doing,
that's the problem, Red. That is the problem.
exactly.
That is the
like
problem.
they want you to
That is
be
the
a
problem.
pro, as in you are already a professional in this league. And what they're doing is if they don't have the time to develop you, because say like your boy JJ, he's gonna be more concerned with strategic trying to outcoach the other coach more so than trying to figure out how to develop. If you're gonna require some type of development, he's gonna hand you over to Phil Handy or send you down to the G League for development.
Exactly.
And
Let them go ahead
we
and
got rid of Phil, Keely. I'm
oh, Phil
pissed about
gone?
that. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
man.
damn.
yeah. He left.
Got rid of who?
Phil
Phil
Handy.
Handy.
Phil Handy,
Oh
one
yeah,
of the best bench coaches in the NBA.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Phil should have had a head coaching job by now, long time ago.
And
Should have
and
had
see,
our head coach job.
and that's
Exactly.
why.
He should
That's
have got moved up
why.
before Vogel
Oh,
came
excuse
in. Oh, good, good.
that. That's why Nate left. That's why Nate left because
And he with us
you.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He with
they
y'all.
would
And
all.
see, I knew he was gonna end up someplace. I knew he was gonna end up some doggone place. You know. And see, thing is, somebody gonna get him cornered up, and he gonna tell it. He gonna
Now, as
tell it.
far as Wallace comment, and he's right. And what's happened is that their expectation of the NBA has trickled down. It's the same thing with AAU. They
Mm-hmm.
rather have a finished product. So they're more concerned about
Riding the
Don't
winning.
be a
coattail.
finished product in high school.
So for example, like every coach
He
is just
also
trying to
riding the
climb.
coattail.
Every coach is just trying to climb the ladder. We're just trying to get the next job. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
successful so I can get to the next job. So
Yeah.
it's more over a concern of having a finished product. Hey, just bring,
Eventually, you
oh,
gonna lose.
he's a top 10 kid. I want him on my team at AAU. Oh, he's a top 10 kid. They want just a already finished product so you can accumulate your wins, stack your resume, and then get your next job offer. and that's all the
Yep.
way down to high school now. So that's
Yeah.
why, to Wallace' comment, that's why you're seeing that, because just transfer the kid that's already a ready-made product from your high school, send them over to my high school. Just go ahead and collect that talent. And so, for example, when I was in high school, my school won the national championship in '97, and that, like, all they did was take the Atlanta Celtics, take the AAU team, and they all met up at our high school. And literally, we lost one game that entire season. All they did was take the Atlanta Celtics AAU team. They all met at our high school. One was supposed to go to Marietta, one was supposed to go to Banneker. They all went to my high school. We only lost one game that year, and that was to Miami Senior High, where Udonis Haslam, Steve Blake, and them boys. And that was a controversial game. We probably shouldn't even lost that game. But that's literally, and here's the funniest part. The kid, our starting shooting guard, his dad was a coach on the Atlanta Celtics, and that's how they all came to our high school.
That
Mm.
sounds
Are
about
we
right.
talking about? Are we talking about Cedar Grove?
Yes. And hold on. And here's what's funny. Our starting shooting guard, he only could wear one particular sneaker brand because of his dad, who was with the Atlanta Celtics, who so happened to have a shoe contract at the Atlanta Celtics. So his son could only wear a certain brand of shoes.
Mm.
That's
You know,
that's how
yeah,
that's how crazy it was.
y'all ever seen the show Swagger on Apple TV?
Uh-uh.
It's loosely based over Kevin Durant like high school years when he
Mm.
young high school.
You said
And it,
Swagger.
like, yeah, and it
It's on
and
Apple.
it yeah, it's on Apple TV. And so what happened with it is like you're seeing the business of AAU, how they're sitting there,
Okay.
how they sitting there trading players, sitting there trying to conduct this, that, and third, sitting there trying to get endorsement deals from shoe companies and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you ever get a chance, watch it. Watch it. It's good. But like AAU is not showing you fundamentals. They're trying to
I
Yeah.
stack
know.
their roster. They're trying to
It's doing a
stack their
disservice
roster
to these
to go
kids,
win
and it's
so they can
exploiting them.
exactly yeah, they're exploiting them.
And,
Because
and it's the
it's all about money. It's all about
They
money.
yeah, they need to do a documentary. I'm for real. This thing getting so bad. They need to do a documentary on this AAU stuff
but
for
it's
folks
a
to
it's a
see.
catch 22 because you're not gonna tell anyone to not take the money. Like that's why. Like everything is gonna get sacrificed because you're nobody in this process. You're gonna convince, hey, choose development over your next money opportunity or the next job opportunity.
Hey,
Like
like it's a player. He was from like
Money,
Puerto
pay
Rico or
me,
something.
pay
But
me.
his mama was still down in Puerto Rico, and he had came over
That's
here to
all
the
they want,
state.
John.
But
That's all they want.
he was nice.
That
Like he
Yeah.
money.
was like he him and KD were the KD S player. They kept flip flopping from number one and number two in the metro area or whatever. And like the coach had him living with him with this that and third. The mom came over and visit, and the coach tried to slide her tried to get her to he tried to slide the custodian papers on the slip tip, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, just in case, anything happens, whatever. If we got to go on tournaments and this, that, third, I can just go ahead, okay it for him to go play and this and
So,
third. And
so
she
he
was like,
have power of attorney because he custodian parent. I mean, because he got custody of the kid, he can make the
yeah.
decision.
But on the back end though, he was sitting there trying to get a business deal with this shoe company and stuff. And
Man,
they was
these
all
some
for it
crooked
because
ass folks, man.
they thought that he had them locked in, and then the mama pulled him from. Hey man, watch the show. Watch the show. Just watch the
I'm
show.
gonna have to because it seems
Hey,
like
yeah,
some of
yeah,
your
that
shows
junk
be
good, man. That junk good. I think it's like 2 seasons in. I think the third
also.
season on the way or something.
I think I need to watch that Receiver show on Netflix.
I haven't
They say
seen it.
yeah, they say Devontae Adams going crazy on that one. Need to check that one out.
Yeah, matter of fact, I probably cut it off.
And
Cause
I didn't even
it's
watch
1
all the
o'clock.
quarterbacks yet, so I need to watch
I'm
both
I'm
of them back.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stay up to 7. Go see this damn meeting. I'm gonna crash out after that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I might go
Hey,
ahead and watch that on receiver jump.
hey,
All right. Well,
you better get
gentlemen,
you some
we
sleep,
did
man.
an extension since Larry was kind enough to come
I don't
in.
know what sleep like.
Yeah, we did. We extended the show since Larry was kind enough to come in, and thank Larry for coming in late. But it's good
Y'all
anyway.
almost got Larry divorced over here, man. Keely
Yeah.
was
Man, I'm in the same
personal
boat he
question.
in, but but my understand that there was a life before her. So I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, 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 man.
Well, see, thing is, you just never know how you gonna rock the boat and what people gonna
All
say and see stuff and all this
all
stuff.
women are different, Keely. You know that.
Yeah, you just never know.
Hey,
See,
I ain't trying to
man,
mess nobody up. I ain't trying to
Yeah,
mess
man.
nobody up.
Man,
I'm
oh
just
no
saying.
no yeah
that
well
that's
we
that's
know
why I
that.
stay in the background.
Yeah, we know. We know you. We
Yeah,
know you're not a hate on romance, Keely.
see, thing is, when you're a free agent, you live differently than somebody under contract.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Go,
yeah.
John.
You,
Yeah.
you,
But
you everybody
before
want that guaranteed money.
yeah, and before anybody is sleeping, that doggone Antonio. See, you know what? That Antonio ain't nothing but a trained sniper. He worse than you, Keely.
Hey man, Tony, man, you should have came on tonight, man.
No, right. Yeah, right.
Tony out there shooting shots from the parking lot.
Yeah. But around here, doggone whipping folk up, and they don't know how they got shot.
Look like Donald Trump. What the
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
but
exactly. What,
hey,
what, what,
Red, what you
what,
doing this
what
weekend,
the
man?
hell? What the hell is right, Winston? Oh, okay, my bad, John. Friday, maybe Waffle House if it's available, but y'all know me. Monday through Fridays on my Facebook page, nothing but sports and entertainment. And then Saturday, we concluded with the Rev and Rev Sports Talk Show at 11 a.m., baby. Y'all know where to find me.
All right,
Thanks
Keely.
for having me again, Winston and John. Thank you for having me tonight.
Oh,
man, you
no
fine.
problem.
You fine. You fine.
Glad to have you, boss. Glad to have you. Keely, what you doing? Hey, man, you still training folk, Keely?
Well, yeah, I
Niggas,
am, but it's kind of more one on one now. But yeah, I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
trying.
I ain't seen no
secret,
videos in a while.
secret
Well,
agent, man.
I've been working on some other stuff. I'm because it's an election year. I'm probably gonna
Uh-oh.
start. It's gonna be more so on my Instagram though. I'm not going to bring to Facebook. I'm gonna include a lot of political content. Um, yeah, and I wouldn't have either, Antonio, because 130 yards. Like my
Yeah,
girl can hit 130. Um, like I've literally I'm all the way out to 1,000 at this point. But um,
Man, a
I think,
marksman over there, John. A marksman.
but I I think with him he had iron sights and an AR-15, so that's a little different. But no, as far as
If you
everybody
had
who's on the
anything.
show, um, I test Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Everyone tune in. As far as me, if y'all like politics, I'll probably ramp up some stuff on my Instagram at the real Mr. Stinson. Um, Other than that, I just have gun content that I'll probably be bringing in. I'm doing my IDPA stuff now, so
okay.
that's like the defensive training where you go outside and you get scored and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna probably post a lot of that stuff.
Mr. Amendment 2. The Second Amendment.
All
And
right.
I'm about to say, and
Hey,
I'm not even really the Second Amendment guy. I just think that people who look like us should be proficient at it. So if you
Yeah,
look like me, if you look like me, hey, I'm
man,
about
want to
hey.
keep it G.
Yeah, if you look like me, I want y'all to hey get on it. Um, Take a class because a lot of people just make the assumption that I can get out there and I can be straight. It ain't like that.
It ain't
You
like
gotta
that.
put in a little time behind it. So that's my kind of motivation behind it. I just want to see more people who look like me up their skill set.
That's pretty
You
much
ain't
like somebody
lying.
sitting there saying,
'Cause
"Cause I watch football, I can go play in the NFL, but never play football for it. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You gotta train.
Yeah, cause I
You
saw
have to
two
train.
jokers. I saw two jokers down on Auburn Avenue with two Saturday night specials, no more than 6 feet away from each other. They shot all 6 times and missed. Both of them missed 6 times. They ended up throwing the guns at each other.
oh my God,
That's all you can
that's
do.
some movie shit right there.
At that point, I mean, hey, brother, man, look, you want to bet? Come on, let's go
For
to the
real.
bar, man.
We don't empty our clips out
Listen,
and both of us
you
miss.
want a
You
shot?
know, we're
You want a
talking
shot?
out now.
I know you ain't got no more left in your gun. You want another shot? Let's go to the bar, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Hey, Russell, what you got, man?
He will go
Before we
crazy.
wrap
About it.
up.
I mean, you know what time it is, man. It's the eye test all day. Wednesday, 10 sharp. We be here. When I'm trying to manage my schedule a little bit better. Everything just in flux right now. But when I get that settled now, we can start putting out articles and things on the eye test Facebook page. But always tune in, subscribe to the eye test page and Facebook group.
All right, and thank everyone. Antonio, Wallace Smith, Cool C. Who else? Who else was in here? Let me scroll on up here and make sure. Cause see,
Ray Ellis,
Millie Mills, Ray Ellison, and somebody
Wallace.
named Red Rose. Oh, that's Red. That's Red. Okay, all right. He was in here. Okay, but all right. And show grades for today. Winston, you get a A. Red, you get a Coweta County A+. Keita, you get Atlanta Public Schools A, and I'll take that D- just to balance the curve out. That's what I'm gonna
Do
do.
I
I'll
get
take
the
that one.
do I get the Andy Griffith murder in Coweta County,
Now that you mention it, no.
hey, quick tidbit. Jalen Brown went 5 for 26 in his first three summer league game back in 2016. Bronny is 6 for 26 in his first three summer league games. So
You
get
said
the time, man.
Jalen Brown for Boston?
Jalen Brown from Boston went 5 for 26 in his first three summer league games. Bronny went 6 for
Bronny,
26 in his first
Bronny
three.
got a little potential. But it's gonna take his dad to get it out of him. That's why he got to play with him.
All right,
Well,
he need reps. That's all it is.
yeah, he needs reps. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Salute to all of the content creators who do the same things we do. No matter whether it's Falcons content, Hawks content, gun content, bow and arrow content, because I see Antonio Henderson is using bows and arrows and pipe bombs and other stuff. But at any rate, hey,
Antonio, what you
salute
doing
to
up there?
everybody who's brave enough to come on in, and thank you guys for tuning in. And as we promised, we're going to try to give you the best content we possibly can. We may stray off the road for a little bit, but just put it in 4x4 and follow the
Keep
mud.
on rolling.
Keep on rolling. We're going to kick up some mud. Y'all kick some up too, trying to get back to the road. Ladies and gentlemen, bye.